Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. We got another WWE RAW live reaction. We are at the Raw before Mania. Normally those episodes are really, really good. Which last week's episode was probably the best episode of the entire year. But tonight should be no different. We got The Rock yet again appearing on Raw with Roman Reigns, actually. We might have CM Punk, you never know. He's there tonight.
Maybe.
So he might be on, might not. Yeah, we got a lot of good matches, a lot of good stories building up. I imagine we'll probably see Jimmy Uso and Solo and rest of the bloodline. Yeah, should be a
I imagine.
like they've already, which also like they do it all the time. Like they've already they sit WrestleMania stage a whole week in advance. You know, at the Barclays Center.
I can't wait to see what that set's going to look like.
I remember when they went to Barclays Center for SummerSlam 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
That was a nightmare. Not for me personally, but just watching as a fan, you see the same setup every year.
Yeah, it got really old really fast.
Yeah, we've seen this last week. Rock and Cody.
That was a great segment.
Rock
I think it's telling you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say The Rock wasn't even supposed to be on Raw last week.
That's right, because he didn't even say anything really until the very end of the show. At least not to the fans. I mean, to the WWE quote unquote universe. I mean, once he started beating the hell out of Cody, then he started talking.
He just whispered in something to Cody, and that was it. That's all we've really seen.
There's a lot of people thinking that Seth's gonna turn. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's not like he hasn't done that before, you know.
He could. I hope he doesn't on night one though. Like I'd rather. Someone tells me Cody's not going to win both of those matches, so I'd rather the Rock and Roman beat Cody and Rollins, and Cody somehow, some way, out of all the obstacles, he still wins. Like that would be the better underdog story.
Right.
Like he went through the whole entire bloodline and still won. But I feel like they're gonna do some type of Avengers Endgame stuff towards the end. They're gonna have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, everyone that had to deal with Roman Reigns is gonna end up costing Roman Reigns that match.
Okay,
so
I see.
Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Randy Orton. Yeah, mainly Sammy was the big one because he was a part of the bloodline story for a while. Kevin Owens was. Probably Jey Uso.
That'd be pretty cool though. His past coming back to haunt him.
That's what Friday felt like. Not Friday, but yeah, it was Friday, not last Friday, but Friday before that. I had Jay Uso, Rollins, and Cody.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like The Rock doesn't wrestle much. Him coming back and just losing in a tag match. No.
What, just because the show's over? That doesn't mean that they're stopped.
Yeah, I remember that. The Rock posted that
Yeah.
on his Instagram or whatever.
The raw footage was awesome.
He was dropping all kinds of F bombs. I mean, golly.
Yeah. It was so cool.
Like last week felt like the Attitude Era a lot. Because you had
Yeah.
Punk and Rollins and McIntyre all going at it. You had a lot of really good matches on the show. And then you had The Rock and Cody, then The Rock and Cody after the show, or during the show and after the show.
I think it was better. It was one of the better Raws that I've seen in a long time. I'd say that.
Yeah, it was for this year, at least for me, that was the best Raw the entire year.
Yeah.
If they continue like that, then we're in for a really good Raw this entire year.
Yeah. The Rock's coming out first.
They're gonna have to have last week they didn't have well, The Rock wasn't announced really.
No, not really. He just showed up. Jeez, I wonder how much that whole thing cost his entrance. I mean, that's got to cost a pretty penny. It's an awesome entrance.
Well, at least a few million. Last week Punk on the show, which he's not announced for tonight, but he's in Brooklyn tonight for a Raw night. So, well, this week I should do the opposite. The Rock's announced and Punk's not announced, and Punk just shows up.
Yeah.
Because
it's the Raw before WrestleMania. He's got to show up.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the special guest commentator for Rollins and McIntyre. They really could have used Roman last week. Because they had a lot of star power last week. Like, they had everyone except Roman, really. That was going to be playing a key part of WrestleMania.
Right.
Like, it's pretty sad that The Rock's made more TV appearances than Roman this year.
It's not surprising. I mean, not really.
I mean, really, Rock should be the champ. He should have been on this 1,000-day run. I'm surprised that they never did that. Well, the last person to really do something like this was Hulk Hogan or Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah. He was put on a pedestal like he was them. You know, him being the corporate champion. I remember that.
Yeah. I wish they'd give Roman his own Hollywood theme song.
Oh, it's probably coming eventually.
Actually,
Roman's going to go in his Hollywood era.
I've seen someone do that. They create a custom for basically a fan-made theme, and it sounded really good. Actually, sounded better than The Rock's Hollywood theme song.
Damn, that is a nice crowd. Damn.
It really feels like the Attitude Era again because there's a lot of star power. There's more signs than any. Like, there's a lot. Like, fans are bringing signs to wrestling shows more nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially for WWE. Like, in the Attitude Era, like it's not quite the signs part. It's not quite like the Attitude Era, but it's
Hmm.
better than it has been in years. Like more
Right.
fans are putting in signs than years past. The Attitude
Because I
Era,
remember, yeah, the
like it,
Attitude Era was something else with the signs. I mean, because it was like when you watch the product, when you watch the broadcast, it was a sea of signs that you saw. You know, most it's like the majority of the people that showed up brought signs.
yeah, they aren't quite like that, but it's more than what they've been getting the past few years.
Yeah,
But if they keep on going on this rate, they probably will go back to that. I like to
and
see that.
if you notice, the crowds have gotten larger and larger over the years. Over the last, I'd say, 2 3 years, the crowd's gotten bigger. People are actually coming out and paying to see it now.
At least the past few weeks, the crowds hasn't been dead either. Like that's the main problem WWE's had. Like they'll sell out the arenas, but the crowd's completely dead.
Yeah.
I heard lately they've been having a hot crowd. I forget where they were for SmackDown 2 weeks ago, but did you ever see that clip of what that woman said to Roman? Like that fan.
No. What'd she say?
There's this fan, and they had the like they. She said, "What did she say? You need a group full of strangers to acknowledge your bitch." But like she was really loud. Like on TV, she came off just as someone would be talking in the ring without a microphone. Like you could hear her
That's
clearly.
pretty funny.
And then they muted her after she said some other stuff. And they just muted her, but the fans are more involved in it than just sitting there and
Yeah. That's what you want. You want those fans to feel it, to feel it. You want those fans to be so immersed in it to the point to where they can express their opinion.
Roman's a man of his word. He whispered to Cody Rhodes last week at the beginning of the
He
show.
wore that same vest years ago on the SmackDown. I think it was SmackDown.
And all the Cody crybabies.
He had the belt buckle to go with it.
yeah.
All the Cody crybabies around the world, they were so upset that The Rock made their hero bleed. We got any Cody crybabies here tonight? At you, Cole.
Pat.
Mm-hmm. And I'm supposed to see Roman tonight as well,
Mm-hmm.
so he's gonna do something either in this segment or he's gonna do something tonight.
They're probably going to save all that for the end of the show.
Probably so. I'm surprised they wouldn't have Cody on SmackDown this week. 'Cause technically, that's the last show before Mania,
Right.
or they might do that as well.
He's the best when he's healing up, man. He is the best. Oh.
So when I see a little
Damn. You're Rock making kids cry, bruh.
to those
That's that real heat right there, making the kids cry.
Yeah, that's what MJF does. He literally does it. Not like The Rock, like he just says it. And MJF actually literally does it. Like he actually that baby, he made that baby cry.
Damn, making kids cry.
Like he literally
That's the
does it.
heel you want right there.
They got to get MJF in WWE. What MJF that
If
would
this is
be
the
a
direction they're going, yeah, he'd fit perfectly.
that would be so memorable because, but it's got to be I don't know a face MJF. I don't feel like would work. It's got to be a heel MJF and a babyface Rock, or it could be The Rock right now because when The Rock came to Memphis, he kind of played a babyface role, so kind of a heel too. He could probably do it being a heel and still be a face, and they'd still pull it off.
Yeah, he's that
But,
good.
but MJF can't be like he is, right? He needs to be full on heel.
Yeah.
Fans don't know what they want. They're just chanting for Cody now. They're saying chanting Rocky.
Uh-oh. Uncle Rock.
In the mirror, it's like that looks like he's wearing lipstick a little bit.
I don't know if The Rock's ever been this good before.
It's weird. I've never heard like The Rock saying professional wrestling is cool, not WWE or sports entertainment is cool. He's saying
All right.
professional wrestling is cool.
Times are changing.
Right now, tonight, you have set a record for the largest.
We know what they should do tonight. The Rock should be The Rock should make a big announcement. He's going to wrestle on Raw tonight in some odd years, and they put him against Tozawa, and the match is 3 seconds. It's a 3 second match, and then that's your then you could still say The Rock wrestled on Raw in some odd years.
Right. And on the other side, Tozawa got a match with The Rock.
It's not for 3 seconds, but
He got one.
yeah, to do with Eric Rowan, WrestleMania 32.
Finally,
Yep.
blood was shed. Finally, we are 5 days out from WrestleMania.
This is going to be his last,
Finally,
as far as we know, his last appearance on TV.
has come back to Brooklyn.
Weren't y'all just booing him?
Yeah, they were just booing him. Now they're praising him. Some fickle
Or what they
people.
want? But it's kind of hard to boo The Rock, really.
Yeah, I mean, the dude is like he has this aura about him, man. It's just I don't know.
I feel like
He's a huge attraction. That's what it's like, a huge attraction. You can compare it to, like, people
we
like,
already knew he was going to be there.
dare I say, Hulk Hogan, but
It isn't really a surprise.
he can just
Yeah.
step inside the ring. He doesn't have to say a word, and people lose their minds. Great example was from last week.
I feel like if they were still doing Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, The Rock probably wouldn't get booed right now. Because I remember at the NXT show I went to, and they were just showing the promotional graphic. They were all booing that whole thing. Like they showed the replay of The Rock, and they were booing that whole. I feel like if they wouldn't have pivoted, he probably would have been booed. But now since they kind of pivoted and fixed that, I mean, it's kind of hard to boo The Rock because he doesn't make many TV appearances, and he's just really, really good on the mic.
Yeah.
It would take a Stone Cold type babyface to get someone to boo The Rock.
That's true. That's the thing. That's like once in a generation. That's hard to come by.
Nowadays, now the past probably, but it's just hard to boo The Rock unless you do it like you did with Cody and all that. Yeah, you definitely get him as the booing.
Mhm.
He was put on this earth to do. However, just tonight marked the final appearance
I love how Pat McAfee just marks out for Roman Reigns now.
Yeah,
I
he
love
acts like
it.
it was a bit surprised. You know, he already
Right.
knew. Yeah. Like I've noticed, you know, after WrestleMania, Roman Reigns isn't advertised to be at a WWE show till SummerSlam,
Yeah.
and Cody's going to be at every single Raw up until SummerSlam. Like he's advertised for every single one of them.
It feels great to be back in the arena.
That's a beautiful belt. I would like to have that
We're
belt
on a
though.
different level. Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, my tribal chief. We talk a lot about the accomplishments of our tribal chief. Of Roman Reigns in what has been a already legendary career. But listen to these numbers, Pat. Okay. WrestleMania Saturday night. Roman Reigns will tie Hulk Hogan as he main events his
He won't tie Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania, really.
on Sunday night. Roman Reigns breaks
It must be a different run because I know he would have he has to have the title till next year's Royal Rumble to break one of Hulk Hogan's records.
Hmm.
Greatness is what this man is addicted to. And it's obvious that he's getting his fix. He's on top of the world, on top of the game, on top of the business, and
He a Pat man. He is Roman's number one fan right now.
I'll be right back. I gotta just
All right. I gotta get one of those hoodies too that Roman has. Those some fresh ass hoodies. And I'm a hoodie kind of guy. Well, Mike, you're a Cody Crybaby. Well, that's the thing. At least you admit you're a Cody Crybaby. But I think this is probably one of the best stories they've told in a long time. The whole the bloodline story alone is a great story, but then you incorporate Cody's story along with it, and I think like from what I'm gathering from how the story's been going, I mean this could be the catalyst for like the breakdown of the bloodline and the rise of Cody as the undisputed champion, and then turn Cody heel. What? Okay, think about this. What if Paul Heyman was to turn on Roman Reigns, and Cody turns heel, and think like it's like kind of like the Bret Hart and Stone Cold, a double cross, you know, and Cody goes to heel and Roman goes to babyface out of nowhere, and Paul Heyman becomes, the manager of Cody. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, think about that. Think about if Cody has the power that Roman has right now, which is Paul Heyman. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, 'cause we all know who holds the true power within the bloodline in this story. It's Paul Heyman. He's the one that's willing and dealing, you know. And of course, you know how Paul Heyman is. He follows the gold. Whoever has the gold, odds are he's going to be right next to him. Go down the line. Think about it. Whoever, think about it, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. I mean, there's others. There's a lot of other ones that he's been next to that have wore gold, and it's no coincidence. He follows the gold. And this dates back to his WCW days when he was Paul E. And he was managing back then. I mean, he was following Gold ever since those days. So if you peep the game, you'll notice that pattern with Paul Heyman. But I mean, honestly speaking, going back to what Connor was talking about. What if Seth did turn on Cody, making it making night two bloodline rules, and Cody prevails over it all? I mean, it's a better story. Much better story. I totally agree.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, we got Rollins. He's coming from the crowd, so I imagine Cody's with them.
I would think.
Some tells me if Cody's coming out, he's gonna run from behind or something. Good comments. Mike Morris, thanks for watching. Should be a good show.
Yeah.
Cody Crybaby. I really hope Cody wins.
I hope he wins too, honestly.
Yeah, I hope Cody wins as well. I think. Who else is there for? If Roman wins, who else is he going to go against? I mean, he's already beaten everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he can go against The Rock, but it wouldn't happen until next year's WrestleMania.
Right.
I guess. Ooh, well, there goes that fan. That fan tried to run up to Rollins, and that security
Don't
guard.
do that.
That security
Don't
guard
do
took him.
that.
He didn't get escorted, but took him back to his seat. You already know they're not going to let you near him.
That's just stupid. Why would you do that, though? Why would you? What are you thinking? This Seth, I gotta go run towards him.
You already know Roman Rock's not going to go all the way up there to fight you. That ain't doing. That's a lot of work for them. I mean, they barely work 2 times a month, let alone walking all the way up the.
I'm not just talking about 5 days at WrestleMania. No, I want to fight tonight.
You'll probably go against Solo or Jimmy, so
Yeah.
I'm going against no Roman or Rock tonight. Could go against Paul Heyman though.
Oh man, that would be funny. I would love to see Paul Heyman in the ring, getting the match in.
He's a member of the Bloodline.
Give him one of those goofy singlets. That'd be funny.
I wish Paul Heyman still had his ponytail.
So, This is all here because of you, right? You think you're responsible for all of these people filing into this building tonight? Well, how about you put your money where your mouth is?
It'd be fun if they did do Rock versus Rollins tonight.
How about
That would be a hell of a
tonight?
match, honestly.
It's
Not if they're gonna do it.
freaking Rollins,
No.
the final boss.
But I said Rock and Tozawa. The Rock would wrestle that 3-second match.
Guess what?
The fans got the camera right in Seth's face. That's all. I'll be so annoyed.
DJ's got the balls.
You see that? You see that? That one fan has his phone right in Seth's face.
The tribal chief.
Yeah.
That would get on my nerves, man. I can't stand that.
So if The Rock doesn't want to fight me tonight, I'd be more than happy to take on Roman Reigns.
Someone's running the Rock. They're not fighting tonight. They're not doing anything tonight. This is all they're doing.
I'll leave it all up to you. You guys.
The Rock would have come more willing to do something than Roman.
Who's it gonna be? You can even name the stipulation.
Rock's gonna wait till after the show and then beat the hell out of you.
Yeah, he ain't getting no match.
No
Or you
match.
might get a match. Or you might get a match, but then the Bloodline attacks Rollins, and then the match never really begins, and just
Right.
the match never happens. You gotta read behind the lines, Rollins. All this stuff's happened before. They're not wrestling. The Rock really should wrestle, probably.
Why not? He's there. Why not?
You something right now, punk.
Uh-huh.
You come out here and you run your mouth. You challenge The Rock. You challenge Roman Reigns. You challenge the most universal champion in the history of WWE.
I thought The Rock was the silent WWE champion.
Did you not see what The Rock did to your partner last week? Beat his brains in.
Go against
So bad that
Tozawa.
boy's got brains
That would be
in.
the perfect great. That'd be a better match than Rock and Roman, probably.
You don't want none of that. You don't want none of it at WrestleMania. You don't want none of it tonight. You ain't gonna fight The Rock, boy. You ain't gonna fight.
You ain't gonna fight the Rock, boy.
You get none of that. They should already know that.
Oh man.
Sit there, shut your mouth, and enjoy the ride that The Rock is taking you on.
Rod ends Sunday.
You're a screeching halt.
You're a tough, crazy son of a bitch. The Rock knows it. We always got a plan.
Don't say it. It's gonna Rollins and Solo. Well, I've already seen that so many times. We've already seen that. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Yeah.
Yo, Seth. You ain't fighting the tribal chief tonight. You're not fighting the final boss tonight either. You're fighting me tonight.
Of course he is.
Exactly what was gonna happen.
You called that one.
The Rock and Tozawa should have happened. He should have made a counter offer.
Turns out Solo's got the biggest bag in the bloodline. You're on.
That's gonna be dope.
Seth Rollins, Solo, the biggest Raw of all time, leading in to the biggest WrestleMania of all time tonight, one-on-one.
Technically, WrestleMania 50 will be the biggest WrestleMania of all time.
Bloodline rules.
Yeah, good point.
We'll see you tonight, boy.
So Seth and Solo for the main event tonight. I assume they're the main event.
Your host, Seth
I was
Rollins,
gonna do
knows what he's
something
doing.
that
Right? Because
There's
tonight,
no way Cody doesn't make
Ronald
somewhat
Silva's
appears
Samoa
tonight.
under bloodline rules, which means anything
I really
goes.
feel like the match is Cody and The Rock, really.
At WrestleMania Sunday, but Drew McIntyre's been making a lot about this, Pat. The fact that Seth Rollins is burning the candle at both ends.
That's the cool Bret Hart shirt that woman has on.
What do you think? I'm pretty baffled about why he would walk in here through the crowd and then basically say, "Yeah, 5 days before the
Rollins just makes himself look a complete fool.
before WrestleMania starts, where I got to take on Drew McIntyre. I'm going to get my ass beat by the bloodline. Why would you ever sign up for that other than the fact that Seth feels like he has to? He has no other option.
Pat is such a bloodline mark. I love it.
He is making Rollins.
Already earlier today, Rhea Ripley, the women's champion, was a guest on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani.
Oh, yeah.
Are you excited about this challenge?
If Becky brings the
Punk
same
had his
fire
interview
that I
on
saw
there
last Monday,
today.
then it excites me.
Oh,
Did you see any of that?
Do you mind if I pick it up?
I didn't catch any of that. Not yet, at least. I'm gonna have to though.
I'm sorry, she told me
You
to.
won't hear any
She
of
told me
that
to
on here.
ignore it.
Ain't no way. Well, you might hear some of the stuff that he said WWE was, but the interview was unscripted. Anything goes.
It's the best. That's the best kind of interviews.
Well, I don't think Tony liked it.
Hello, Becky.
But AEW liked it probably.
Uh-oh.
This is pretty cool though. Actually fought in the studio.
You think this is a joke? Oh, it's always a joke. It's always a joke. Because you're a joke. You think it's funny? You keep telling a joke.
I'll be right back.
You want to hit me? You want to help me to break it? Yeah, I would love to.
It's pretty cool to say that two wrestlers fight on your in studio podcast. Not many people can say that they had an angle play out on their podcast that went on national television.
Would you care to comment on what happened?
Tonight we got Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, I believe.
So I will be out in that ring later. If Rhea cares to answer.
We got two women's matches tonight. We got that match, and we got Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I've seen that match a few weeks ago. That's when Candice LeRae did that whole thing on Maxine Dupree. So I'm curious what's going to happen in this same match tonight. What different they're going to play into. I think they're going to do, I said it many times, but I think Maxine Dupree will be the next Stacey Keeler of WWE. And Stacey Keeler was more over than a lot of the guys. She wasn't really good in the ring, but she could be a really good manager. But I've been watching a lot of the Raws in a row, and right now, Stacey Keeler is picking up a lot of wins. Like she beat Molly Holly, she beat Victoria, she beat she's a bunch of them she's beaten.
For the undisputed tag team championship. Now, Pat, we understand that both the Raw
It wasn't like 5-star matches, but they were like a fast one on, like a fast pin on anyone. And that's what Maxine could do. But I heard her saying in an interview with Chris Van Vliet that she's been really working on her in-ring work. And she's really trying to improve at the Performance Center. So maybe in a year's time, she'll be a lot better in the ring. But I feel like she can be somewhat of an asset as a manager. Or, I don't know. There's a lot of things you could do with her. But you definitely want her to get a little bit more trained. Just what they're doing with her. I imagine at the Performance Center and doing a lot of stuff like that. DIY. DIY and New Day versus Judgment Day next. Three of these teams will be in the WrestleMania 6-pack tag team championship ladder match thing. DIY will be in it, Judgment Day and New Day. Awesome Truth will be in it, our Truth and the Miz. Two teams from SmackDown, New Catch Republic and Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I seen something on social media that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory might be pulled from the event. Not probably from basically pulled from that match, which is the event. Uh, Maybe setting up a mystery tag team to appear, or I don't know. Uh, I hope they're not pulled. If anyone gets pulled, I hope it'd be like a New Day or someone that I feel like Grayson Waller, like heel wise, there's only two teams that are heels, and it's Judgment Day and it'd be Grayson Waller, uh, Austin Theory.
But yes, I agree. Sleazed his way into another WrestleMania.
Well, who knows? Might get pulled for another reason that we don't even know.
Here we go. Matchup
And
underway
here we go.
already.
New Day and DIY versus Judgment Day. 8-man tag. Remember last week, Ricochet and JD McDuggan had a really, really good match. And Ricochet won that match.
This is a traditional tag team match tonight, Pat. As bell rings to officially
But it was a really good back and forth match. JD McDuggan really showed that he can put on some good matches.
You win when you retrieve the championships.
That he's not just any other guy. Like he can actually go out there, put on a good match, and the fans were into it last week. And it's good to see Ricochet back on TV weekly. He's been picking up a lot of wins here lately.
You might have noticed that
On SmackDown this week,
that was caused by the New Day in a live event in Syracuse, New York. People are calling that an Easter egg on the internet. Look like it looks like. It did look like a big ass egg right there on his forehead. And now Dominic Mysterio looking for three amigos. Johnny Gargano able to counter. Tag made. Here comes Balor once again. 15,000. 546 here tonight. Sold out Barclays Center in Brooklyn. 13th straight.
What was I gonna say?
Ciampa and Gargano. This is the building where DIY
Ricochet.
was the first four
On SmackDown, they got the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. It used to be at WrestleMania, but now they're just doing it on the night on SmackDown for whatever reason. Like this match could be for the pre-show.
Supreme athlete.
Like you have a long pre-show. I mean, the match would only be like
Ciampa's taking out the Judgment Day.
10, 15 minutes at most. So I don't get why they don't have it at WrestleMania instead of just SmackDown. They used to have the Andre Giant Battle every year at WrestleMania, and now they just moved it. Ever since COVID, they just put it on SmackDown. It should be on the pre-show WrestleMania. Ricochet's gonna be in it. Andrade, Chad Gable. There's a bunch of them that's gonna be in that. Oh, that was good by Kofi Kingston.
I mean, I wish they would do more with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like the winner gets some kind of shot at a a title or something. I mean, I wish they would do a little bit more with that.
Yeah, you basically just win. I wonder if they actually win it, or it's just a prop of the Andre the Giant big trophy thing.
I'm sure they get one that they get to put in their in their home. A little replica of it, and then they have like a huge, the life size one. I think at the headquarters.
In addition to a run as NXT Tag Champs as well. One sound as Xavier Wood reels in. JD McDonough. Down goes McDonough, coming out by Wood. Hook of the leg, and Dirty Dom will break things up for his team. Snake slithering in.
Like I was saying, JD McDuggan and Ricochet had a really good match last week. So this match can still show. JD McDuggan can really go in the ring. He hardly ever wins, but he can definitely prove us that he can put on a good match.
Kofi's going for a new look.
Oh, shoot. That looked bad. That was what a suicide dive that was. He definitely dived into the ground. He head first in that one.
What a move. Tag team matchup continuing. We're in the midst of a commercial-free first hour of Monday Night Raw.
First hour is commercial free. That's good.
Center in Brooklyn. These four teams will participate as part of the six-pack challenge. Along with the new Czech Republic and A-Town down under. Fighting at SmackDown.
But I hope what happens in this tag team ladder match is, you know how R-Truth makes live just stupid stuff like bringing he comes into the Royal Rumble and thinks it's the Money in the Bank, or
Yeah.
he'll go into the Women's Royal Rumble, or he'll do something stupid. I hope he makes a mistake in that match and he grabs one of the tag titles. So he just grabs the Raw tag titles. He
Yeah.
gets one and tosses it to the Miz, and then he forgets about the SmackDown tag titles. And then another team gets those, and then that's their way of splitting those titles up.
Huh?
But that's their way of
Okay,
doing it.
that'd be funny. That'd be a funny way to do it, though. That'd be pretty funny.
They got to get those titles separated because they got a lot of tag teams. You know, a lot of people say that they don't have a lot of tag teams, but they've signed a lot of people, and
Yeah.
they formed a lot of new tag teams. Like they brought back Authors of Pain, Gallows and Anderson, and they formed LWO. They formed those guys with Santos Escobar.
I mean, is it me or do you feel like they hijacked the tag team titles? Excuse me.
The fans or
No, Judgment Day.
pretty much but really once they did the bloodline stuff and they unified everything and
Holding them hostage.
I mean at the time they didn't really have many tag teams, but now they do. Like before, like all they had, like they released a lot of people. Like before, all they had was Usos, New Day, Viking Raiders. And that was it, really. RK Bro. Like they had to make RK Bro just to have someone to. But now they don't. It's not the same thing. Now they have a lot of tag teams. I forget about 14 or 15 tag teams, and that's not even including the injured people.
Yeah.
Like the Viking Raiders, Ivar's injured. He'll be coming back. So they got a lot of people who's injured is going to be coming back.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't understand,
Eventually, NXT tag teams will get called up to the main roster.
Yeah.
this man into the Hall of Fame, the Destroyer.
That's a weird choice.
Thank you, final words.
I figure it'd be some like Tommy Dreamer or
Ladies and gentlemen, we
The Rock's going to be inducting The Rock into The Rock will be inducting Paul Heyman into the WWE. So they,
Yeah, I would have thought it would have been. I would thought it would have been like an ECW veteran, man. That's what I would have done.
I was thinking Tommy Dreamer, but
this Thursday, the WrestleMania Superstore opens at WWE World in the Pennsylvania Convention Center in Philadelphia. The Superstore.
they brought that back. I remember that when Raw used to have Did You Know? Then they'd have a wrestling fact. They haven't done that in years, or at least that I know of. They haven't done that in a long time.
I think it was like before COVID, and they stopped doing that.
Like I remember them doing that, and like when I started watching, like 2009, 2010, like that's what they used to do.
Appreciate you. Are you ready to change your approach? Let's do this.
I hope if Sammy wins, Chad Gable turns on him.
This can be avoided if you just grab onto one of his legs. We got to walk through this. Actually, we got to focus.
This is the whole reason why Chad Gable should be in this match. He's really having to teach this man how to beat him. When Chad Gable probably can, he's teaching him how to beat him, and he knows how to beat him. And Sammy don't know how to beat him.
See, that's the thing. Watch out for Chad. I have a feeling that Chad's gonna cost Sammy.
I hope
He's gonna cost Sammy at WrestleMania. I have a huge feeling that he's gonna do that.
I
He's
hope
gonna
he
turn
does.
heel.
I hope he does. But if he does that, then I don't know how he gets the Intercontinental title. Because they're not going to do it heel versus heel.
Right.
I really like Chad Gable beating What the heck?
What the hell was that?
You tapped out. Chad Gable should be in this match, not Sami Zayn. What the heck?
You think Gunther's gonna care if you're exhausted? No, get up, run it again. We're not running it again. No. I don't know what I'm thinking, letting you run me into the ground 1 week before this match. What do you think? I'm not good enough? Oh no. You're better than good enough. You main evented WrestleMania last year. All right, but that's when you had the hunger. And that
But that's the thing. This can lead to a great feud with Sammy and Chad, though.
But you won't let it out. What's holding you back? Yes, it is.
I mean, this can be the start of a beautiful feud.
Okay, is that what you want to hear? I'm afraid of letting people down. I'm afraid of letting myself down. Everyone who's believed in me, I'm afraid. Okay, I'm afraid of seeing that.
Because if you think about it, in the story, Sammy is the one who prevented Chad from going on. Technically, in the mind of Chad, Sammy was the one that got in the way of that.
Get that?
Yeah.
So he's got to have some revenge planned out. He's got to. I mean, if they're smart, that's how they would do this story.
I understand that better than anyone.
They can't just have Chad Gable just
Still looks me right in the eye.
like that. Just be it. Like he doesn't go for the title again. He never wins it. Like they can't do that. Like he's got to win the Intercontinental Championship at some point.
At your best,
Yeah.
when people are doubting you.
But he has to do it as a heel. He has to be a heel. You know,
He's much
have
like
a Kurt Angle kind of run.
He's much like Kurt Angle. Chad
Yeah.
Gable is. So if he's anything like Kurt Angle on us, I don't think we've seen him as a heel, have we? Maybe we have.
Kurt Angle.
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable was a heel. Like when they first put him on the main roster, they were heels. They were pretty good, honestly. I mean, Chad was a better out of the two.
So this would be his first really singles heel run, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious to see. He can wrestle like Kurt Angle, so
Yeah.
he can just have that same. I don't expect him that. I don't expect him to match Kurt Angle, but
That's crazy. It took the old man leaving for Chad Gable to get a good push. That's some crazy stuff.
I remember he teamed with Jason Jordan, then it was Shelton Benjamin, and then
Yeah.
now it was Otis, and then at this point he's better as a singles wrestler right now. He's done
They should focus on that.
he's done the tag team stuff long enough. No, last week we saw Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed actually beat Sami Zayn. Surprisingly, and they're having a rematch of that tonight, so I'd imagine Sami's going to win that.
Yeah.
They're not going to have him lose 2 weeks in a row. But I like how they had Bronson Reed win that match.
Just like more of a fire under Sammy.
Yeah, and Braun Strowman. I mean, Bronson Reed's very, very good in the ring. I've always liked him from NXT to he went to TNA for a little bit, and he came back.
Yeah.
I've always thought he's been really good. He could have a really good U.S. or Intercontinental title run.
I think his first run on the main. Excuse me. I think his first run coming on the main roster, they didn't know what to do with him. You know, they didn't know what to do with Bronson at the time.
That's when Vince McMahon was
Yeah.
in charge, and then they released him, and he went to TNA. And once Triple H came in charge, they brought him back. And
I mean, I'm thinking in my head, how can you not find something for him? How can you not find something for him? I'll be thinking of all kinds of angles to put him in.
which he hasn't done really anything noteworthy since he's been back. Second time, but I remember him being in that feud with Ivar. He had a few matches, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's going to be in the Andre Giant Battle Royal. He should win that.
He's a great candidate for it. Definitely.
Don't you?
All right, thank you.
The beach has always been there for us.
But really, I want to see Andrade win that. He's going to be in. I don't know who I want to win that. Andrade is going to be in it. Ricochet, Bronson Reed.
They got some good names in the match. I mean, it is hard to pick.
It's gonna suck because someone you like is gonna lose. Chad
Yeah.
Gable's gonna be in it. See, that really sucks. Chad Gable's gonna be in it, and I really like Ricochet. I really like Andrade.
It's a tough one though, man. It's really tough, and that's the thing. I mean, I enjoy that, and at the same time, it's bittersweet because, like you said, you don't want to see somebody that's a character that you love take a fall. It sucks, you know. It's a character that you're attached to, and like you have like multiple awesome characters right now in this very match, and it's difficult. It's like choosing a favorite child, you know.
And a bunch of my favorites gonna be losing that match. Here it is. Here's all the participants. It's the combination of Raw and SmackDown. Raw and SmackDown guys will be on SmackDown. It's Cedric Alexander, Pretty Deadly. They got Cameron Grimes, Apollo Crews. Omos is gonna be in it. Shinsuke Nakamura, Bronson Reed, Andrade, Ricochet, Creed Brothers, Ivar, Tozawa, Otis, J.D. McDuggan.
Yeah.
The two guys that's with Jinder Mahal, I don't know what their names are.
I forgot their names personally.
Veer. I know one of them is Veer, and the other guy is going to be in it. So realistically, the ones that could probably win this are Andrade, Ricochet, Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, or Shinsuke. One of those five will probably win this.
I think
I don't
so.
see, I don't see, I don't see Otis winning or Tozawa or. I don't know. They might have Omos win the whole thing.
That would make a lot of sense if he did, though. I mean,
He's really the only giant in the match. Well, there is
right.
another. He's a big man, Bronson Reed, but he's not a giant.
Hmm.
They're smart to dump him out first. Mike Morris, I hope Hardy's come back to WWE. I heard Matt Hardy talking about that recently. That he's been offered a new contract with AEW, and
Hmm.
he's just been looking through it. I guess trying to make the wise decision, not really jumping the gun. He said that he was going to be making a decision in the coming month. What he's
Oh,
going to do.
okay. Hmm.
I mean, I know they've been talking about taking out one of those tag teams, like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, out of that 6-man ladder match, but I don't know what Matt Hardy would do in WWE.
I know, right? I mean,
I mean,
hmm.
with Jeff Hardy, he could do more because that could be a tag team. But if it's just Matt Hardy, I don't know what he would do by himself.
Right.
Matt Hardy needs Jeff Hardy to come with him because he may be in the tag team division.
Hmm.
By himself, I don't know what they do with him. He might as well just stay with AEW.
Might as well. I mean, look like they got a sweet gig over there. So why leave?
Now, if they both were going over, they probably would have a bigger opportunity in WWE.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe they put Matt Hardy on NXT. I mean,
I
they
could
put
see that.
Sean Spears on there. They put Baron Corbin. They put. I don't know. I'm curious. Which AEW hasn't been using the Hardys good, but I know he said that this next deal he signs, he wants to make sure that his usage is used to good use.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he said it many times that he doesn't have many years left of wrestling.
Hmm.
Like, he won't be wrestling the next 10 years. Like, he's got maybe 2 or 3 years max left that his body can take. So
Right.
he wants to make sure. Which the Hardys are one of the best tag teams of all time. If anyone's watched those TLC matches or their matches in TNA or any Hardy's tag match over the years, you'll know that they're one of the best tag teams of all time. So I feel like they do deserve a good send off whenever they do retire. Um,
Hold on, right quick. Be right back.
So I've got unity of which we've seen Dominic Mysterio with
Nevertheless, to have your father WrestleMania with this
is Santos Escobar. He's teamed with Santos Escobar to go against Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee at WrestleMania. This is pretty.
You've done it now. Tell him not to get so
They're really teasing the breakup of Dominic and Rhea Ripley a
I'll
lot.
talk to Priest. But remember, we need to get this communications situation working again. Yeah? Yeah? Talk to me next time.
Anyways,
Deal with your friends.
Legado el Fantasma, me, Judgment Day. Mami, JD, Finn. Hey,
Gracias por invitarnos a su guarida. Qué rico huele. Mucho gusto.
no? Hey, how about we play some darts? Here, I got you.
A really good match would be Andrade and Santos Escobar. That would be a really, really good match.
Dominic better get on the same page. Nonetheless, have you ever seen a worse party? We are looking ahead to WrestleMania Saturday. Gunther, as of tonight, 661 days, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Can Sami Zayn pull off the upset at WrestleMania Saturday? Seems like he has his confidence back. Nice. Jack Gable went to work. Testing the limits of where Sami can go. Speaking of testing the limits, spandex on this man. What a monster.
Oh, yeah, Bronson Reed.
This is a rematch from last week on Monday night. Big Bronson actually got the win over Sami Zayn last week. Gunther came out and distracted Sami. Sami Zayn was rolling. Back to get Bronson Reed down and in trouble before, as you mentioned, Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion, would come out into the arena.
All right.
It's about Bronson Reed to make Sami Zayn pay. The tsunami from the top rope. Will Reed do that again tonight? Will Sami Zayn prove to the world they can knock off the big man?
This is what the second match in the show.
Yeah. No, we got that. We have that Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. There's a few other ones I'm forgetting about.
This is a rubber match. I'm predicting Sammy's gonna lose again, and it's gonna piss him off even more for WrestleMania.
Let me leave my
Because
phone.
I can see.
Go fast. I'll be right back.
All right.
My phone charged.
Because I can see them doing that with Sammy in that story. You know, just having him get beat down and each week until WrestleMania when he gets that win, and it'll be, I guess, the win will be more special. Sammy throws him in the corner. He wasn't about the German suplex him. That's what he was going for. Sammy got out of the way of that one. Damn. After that chop looked like it hurt. I mean, think about it. How many of you out there think that Chad's gonna it's gonna cost Sammy that title or the opportunity at the title? I don't know. I'm calling shenanigans because I mean, what real motivation does Chad Gable have to help Sami Zayn? I mean, he can't be doing it out of the kindness of his heart. He's got to be kind of buttering Sammy up for a huge fall. I don't know. I just get that vibe off of it all. And the thing is, if Sammy does end up winning the title, I'll say like Chad will come in to celebrate with them while he has the title, holding it in the air, and then he'll do something like kick Sammy in the balls, and you know that'll be the start of their rivalry, and it'll be Chad versus Sammy, and as Chad chases Sammy for the title. That's a better story, if you ask me. And that could be the catalyst for the next year's WrestleMania or the next Royal Rumble or SummerSlam. Think about it. You can make a bunch of good matches out of that rivalry alone. I think with Sammy and Chad. Oh, you were Nagi. And another thing is, you can actually, if you're paying attention, if you have a keen eye, you'll notice that the camera shots have changed dramatically since, you know, the bucktooth beaver, was let go. Kevin Dunn, for those who don't know who I'm talking about, he was the guy pushing the buttons back there with the camera shots and controlling the camera shots in the control room. And he was the one who came up with the fast camera cuts that boom, 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 boom. And like sometimes he would, for some reason back then, there were these times where if somebody was getting hit with a chair, they would have the camera zoom in and out for some reason. It was horrible visual, honestly speaking. I don't know why they did that. I'm glad they stopped. But yeah, they had that bad when they would do the zoom in like really fast. I hated that. But yeah, the production values changed as far as the camera shots. They're very liberal now with their camera shots. So taking those risks. And we're at commercial. I'm in the mood for a Big Mac for some reason. I want a Big Mac. Get the munchies. So everyone out there, what do you have going on WrestleMania weekend? What are you going to be doing? You having WrestleMania watch party? What are you doing? I'll be totally into doing a show for WrestleMania. That'll be awesome. I don't know, but quite honestly, I had my doubts about the build of WrestleMania this year, but I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to give it a day in court, see how it all plays out. And yes, that's what you have to do as a fan. Watch the story unfold. There's so many fans out there that want that instant gratification when it comes to their stories, and they don't want to, sit back and watch the story unfold. Which is that's the point of wrestling. It's a story being told to you in front of your eyes. I mean, so many fans are so fickle today. It's crazy in my opinion. And I get it, like what you like, but you can't you can't complain about something and then once you get that something you st- you continue to bitch about it. It's stupid. I don't know. There's a cell section of fans that do that. Not all of them. There's a collection of fans in the wrestling community itself, especially the online community, that are very toxic and fickle. Those are the ones you got to stay away from. And the fact is, the majority of the ones doing that have no idea what they're talking about. And I mean, I've run into those people online before, those know-it-alls. And at the same time, they really don't even watch the product. They just watch clips on YouTube. They don't actually watch the product, and they go by 5 minute clips of something that was from an original that came from a broadcast, and then they'll go by that. And I can't tell you how many times I've run into people online that have done that. It's stupid. But I mean that's the wrestling community for you. I mean, not all of it's bad, but there's a handful of bad apples. I'll say that. Monster's been having most of the offense in this one, which
Yeah, top rope.
Uses the quickness to get back to his feet. Balls on the second row. With WrestleMania looming in 5 nights, Sami Zayn and his date with Destiny against Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
oh,
Build some momentum and knock off Big Bronson Reed. Reed with an opportunity now with Sami Zayn.
Knows how Bronson Reed won last week.
Bronson Reed now
yeah.
top rope. No,
Miss.
and Sammy's got an opportunity. Bronson Reed
He's got a shot.
just one sign that he's gotten better from one workout with the Alpha Academy. Now Sammy looking for. Oh my goodness! Oh no!
Walter has beat up Chad Gable. Bronson Reed's going again. Sami Zayn, you are stupid. What did Chad Gable just tell you about?
Oh boy.
He literally just told you that. The match over? Guess not. I haven't heard a bell.
Yeah, no bill.
Should be over. DQ. Because his chops hurt. Damn. Chopping the hell out of Sami Zayn. I feel like Walter should beat Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Then at Backlash, the pay-per-view after Mania, do. Well, the real could do a triple threat: Walter versus Sami versus Chad Gable. but because Walter really doesn't, he's ready for the world title now. He doesn't really need to be going after the Intercontinental anymore. But with Drew McIntyre in the world title picture, and then Damian Priest and Rollins, and I don't know how they'd fit Walter in there. It's coming pretty soon that Damian Priest is going to have to cash in.
He's gonna have to. I mean,
Because the next Money in the Bank is coming up in July.
yep.
June or July, it's going to do. So he's going to have to cash in eventually. But never really, this match is officially still going on. I never called
Yeah, it hasn't been a bell.
but it's over pretty much. You watch this match end with no bell.
They forgot to ring the bell.
So from 10 years from now, this match will still be going on.
Right?
We never got a clear winner. Sami Zayn's getting up.
Sammy's back up, Paul. A defiant Sami Zayn is back on his feet, and this time using the championship.
I can tell that they've got a lot of big plans for Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Because they
About time too.
Because they ended the match and it didn't make him look weak at all. He beat Sami Zayn last week, clean. He doesn't lose this week. He doesn't win, but he doesn't lose either. And he got most of the offense in this match.
It's about time they pull the trigger on Bronson Reed, man. That's a long time coming, honestly speaking.
I'm gonna be there, and you know what? I'm bringing my 6th world premiere, WrestleMania. You know it.
No way to WrestleMania, a world premiere of the new Wheezy song. And we know Damage Control is going to be at WrestleMania. They're also going to be
Damage Control. Damage Control.
Monday Night Raw. We're getting a new Wheezy song.
Bailey's gonna win that, man. Bailey's winning that title.
Yeah, she. And they also got they announced on SmackDown Jade, Naomi, and Bianca Belair versus the rest of Damage Control at WrestleMania. Dakota Kai. Who is this? It's Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. 3-on-3. I will say Jade looked really good on SmackDown.
Oh, she looked amazing.
They took her theme and it's the same theme song from AEW, but they remixed it a little bit and they added some touches to it. And it actually sounds a lot better now.
They definitely gave her the superstar treatment.
Yeah, she looked pretty decent in ring, but just the same stuff that we've seen in AEW. Really, like the same finish, the same. Which it's kind of smart because she's been training at the Performance Center for the past few months and since she signed. So hopefully at WrestleMania we see a different version of Jade, and not just talk, and now she can actually back it up. Hopefully, because in AEW she would just talk all the time, the same promo, cut the shit, Tony, the same bullcrap. But now hopefully she can talk and still back it up in the ring. She has a good finisher. It's just that can't be your only move. That's what Goldberg did. He only had 2 moves. Can do squat.
That's it. I don't know. I trust Triple H's judgment, though. I trust Paul Levesque's judgment.
I feel like what happened.
He knows what he's doing.
he's seen her in the ring, and he was like, "She's got the look.
Mhm.
We can just take her to the performance center, train her a lot more,
Yeah,
then put her back on TV. Then it'd be better. Besides just putting her out there, and she looks horrible, and then she loses all momentum. And the
exactly.
fans,
Great example is Trish Stratus. They turned Trish Stratus from a model to a superstar. I mean,
like the fans want
so,
go, 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 go.
mhm.
But you'd rather someone be good on TV or suck on TV. Personally, I'd rather someone be good on TV. I don't want to see no one suck. And then if she was on there right now, then they'd be complaining that she's not good in the ring. Well, what do you want her? Do you want her to be good in the ring and take some time, or do you want her just to come on TV and suck and dodge all the time?
I mean, that's the thing with the old WWE. They're all about image when it came to the women. They were more about the image. I think nowadays with the changing of the guard, I think that done the right way, they can push Jay to the moon, and it'll be awesome if they do it right.
Right now, they got a good start. They actually took the time and took her out. Well, she wasn't really taken off TV. I mean, she debuted. She was at the Royal Rumble, and she was backstage with Triple H a few times and Nick Aldis, but she didn't really have a big presence on TV. But I mean, she looked pretty decent in the Royal Rumble,
Yeah,
but she hasn't really had a big presence on TV. Which her being at the Performance Center is better, probably. Like getting her all ready for WrestleMania, then eventually being on TV every week.
definitely helped.
I'd rather them take their time with her than just rushing her out there.
Mhm.
That's something AEW could do for me and Shavir. I don't know if that would help her. At this point, it's a
uh,
lost cause. This is a lost cause at this point.
I mean, she went through the performance center. That still couldn't do anything with her. I don't know.
She went to WWE. She got trained with Dusty Rhodes, Triple H, all those people. They couldn't help her. She's married to Roderick Strong, one of the best wrestlers in the world. But that's not working.
True.
She works for AEW. A lot of Brian Danielson, Dustin Rhodes. I mean, it's pick your choice in AEW. They can't get it to. They can't help her. Who can help you?
That's a good
Just start a
question.
go. Just retire. Start a GoFundMe that will pay the bills in the house.
GoFundMe.
Start a GoFundMe. Help your kid in the future. They'll help your finances because you can't be sitting on your ass at home. You got to do something for your life. Roderick Strong can't be the only one bringing money in. Well, he probably could. He probably gets paid a lot of money in AEW. He probably gets paid more than
Yeah,
her.
probably. I would think so.
Her salary should be the lowest at the bottom. Real talent should get paid a lot of money, not no talent.
I mean, she's not really getting a lot of TV time these days, so
There's a reason for that. And sometimes they put her on TV when we don't want her on TV. Like on a Rampage, we have to sit through a stupid match of hers. I mean, even Maxine Dupree, she's not really good in the ring, but she's better in Marina Shavir.
yeah, that's true.
Brandy Rhodes sucks, but she's better in Marina Shavir.
Brandy
Brandy
Rhodes.
Rhodes,
If we compared, yeah, I guess if you compare them, the two, I guess
Brandy Rhodes is
Brandy's
pretty bad,
better. Yeah,
but at least Brandy Rhodes, at least she didn't embarrass herself in front of the whole entire world.
at least Brandy has some wins under her belt.
Marina Shavir ain't got nothing on her belt. The only thing she has is that she's married to Roderick Strong, and that she was in MMA for a little bit.
Yeah,
Go back to doing MMA. Go back to doing that. I mean, you dress like an MMA fighter, so might as well go back to that.
why not? I mean, she wasn't really bad at MMA. I don't think.
Probably got her ass whooped one time, and then that was it.
Oh man, that's fired.
The only thing that could save her career is doing what I said, pairing her with Serena Deeb. Do it like
Well,
a whole change. She stops doing the stupid tights she's doing now. She transitions into Serena Deeb's tights. Serena Deeb's her coach. They team together. They eventually win the AEW Tag Team Women's titles.
Serena Deeb would be carrying that whole thing. You know that, though.
I mean, if Serena Deeb can really sit down and train her, I feel like she could help Marina Shafir. Because
It's possible, yeah.
Serena Deeb's really good. Like she doesn't do a lot of jumpy stuff. Like she does a lot of simple moves and it looks really good on TV. If someone like Serena Deeb could help her, then maybe she wouldn't be carrying the whole weight. But if they don't train her and do anything, yeah, Serena Deeb be doing the whole damn. I mean, Serena Deeb might as well be holding both women's tag titles if they did that.
Yeah, good point.
But if they're really going to do that, like they got to really have a good thought out process. Right now, they don't know what the hell they're doing with her. Which I don't blame them. I don't know what the hell I do with her anyway. I wouldn't have signed her. Period. Like I would have never signed her. I thought they only signed her to get Roderick Strong. That's the only reason they signed her.
I never thought of it like that. That's a good point.
Get to Roderick Strong. They wouldn't have kept her sucky ass around for that.
Or maybe it was like a package deal. If you want Roger, you gotta take her.
That's a bad deal. But on the other hand, Roderick Strong's really good. So when her contract's up, just make the excuse of budget cuts. That's what Tony did before. Like he made the excuse of budget cuts, and then he signed all these people. So just make the excuse that because of budget cuts, we can't re-sign your wife. I mean, we got to pick talent or no talent. And we're going to pick talent. So, and she has no talent. So, fortunately, she's on the cut list to be cut. If she wants to be rehired, maybe she could work in catering, make food.
Yeah.
Might not even can cook. I don't know.
I mean, what I hear, they have some of the best catering that you can get.
That's probably what she's been at past few months.
But she is talented whenever she's in the ring.
I mean, they have catering fitting for Von Erich. I mean, it's got to be a damn good catering service.
We seen this match a few weeks ago, but it ended in Candice LeRae screaming and all that stuff at Maxine Dupree. Like that was some ultimate heel stuff, like Candice LeRae.
Yeah, they went pretty deep at that.
But Candice LeRae's always been a good heel. People are just now seeing it on a wider audience.
On the indie scene, man, she was a real good heel.
In like NXT, she was really good as a heel too.
Mm-hmm.
Now people are just now realizing it. Even though she's small, Ivy Nile is actually pretty decent in the ring.
Yeah.
Better than Marina Shafir. Everyone in this match is better than Marina Shafir. I mean, Maxine Dupree, she's been wrestling all that long. Like her first match as a wrestler was on TV, on Raw.
Ooh. Oh.
That could have ended worse than that was.
Ooh.
I'm just stare at her. You dummy. Yeah, now you costed her. I knew that was going to happen.
Oh.
I said that earlier. They're going to make her the next Stacey Keeler of WWE.
You're probably not even off. You're probably not off at all on that one.
I've been rewatching a lot of Raws, and all in order, from SmackDowns, Raws, pay-per-views, all in order. And Stacey Keeler's been picking up a lot of wins, but not like she's not wrestling good. I mean, she does a few moves and stuff, but she's winning. Yeah. She's winning with roll-ups or close ones. Like she's winning like the right move at the right time. It's not like she's putting on matches. And that's what they're going to do with her. She's not going to put on the best matches, but she's going to pull off a lot of big wins.
I can definitely see her being like a Stacy Keebler type. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
She's obviously good looking, like Stacey Keebler.
Oh, definitely.
She's
she's up there with them.
I mean, she's been a pretty good manager with Otis and Jack Gable. With Stacey Keebler, she managed everybody. Dudley,
Yeah,
Scott Steiner, Tess.
David Flair from WCW.
She managed just about everyone.
I'll leave it all up to you. You guys pick who wants to fight the real champ. Who's it gonna be? You ain't fighting the tribal chief.
So we've got 3 matches. Dang.
Hmm.
Yeah, the 8-man tag, Bronson Reed, Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
We got Solo and Rollins and Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
But here's the thing. It's bloodline rules. We'll see you tonight, boy.
So the match is Bloodline Rules.
And that means anything goes. There are no rules.
So I guess some Roman and the Rock's going to be out there. But that doesn't ban Cody from being in the match. So Cody's going to appear in that main event. Bloodline Rules, but it doesn't prevent Cody from coming out.
I'm surprised they haven't had Roman Reigns on Saturday Night Live. The Rock's done Saturday Night Live, I don't know how many times.
That was a weird look by Rollins.
Anything goes. If they try something shady to use, I got your back.
So I was saying, I think Rollins got something planned too.
I got you.
Like he's really thinking about. Like with Triple H's booking, it's a lot different. You can tell by the little details of stuff what's going to happen.
Yeah. The devil is in the details, as they say.
See, like in some promos, you'll see someone in the background. Like last week, it was Paul Heyman and Drew McIntyre talking to each other in the back.
Yeah, what was up with that?
And then later that night, Drew McIntyre beat up Rollins last week.
Yeah.
I like the small details. Like that's one thing I like about his booking. That the little details. Like even on SmackDown, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio challenged Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar to a tag match at WrestleMania. The fans were chanting Carlito. Carlito looked excited. Rey Mysterio announces his tag partner is the newest member of the LWO, Dragon Lee. And then they zoom in. Then they zoom in on Carlito, and he has this funny look on his face.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And basically teasing him turning on Rey Mysterio. Just the little details that go a long way. Like he's made
that. Yeah.
He's made the WWE basically the Marvel Cinematic Universe that, like even in promos, other things are happening around them. Like they'll be focusing on a promo, but in the background, everything is going. The WWE Universe is basically going to be it pretty much is their own version of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like it's its own living, breathing organism. It's pretty cool, honestly, if you think about it.
Here's why: garlic butter, cheese, garlic.
He definitely has a different mind for
Need we say more?
wrestling
Garlic
events.
butter bacon cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
Turn up your summer with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real fruit and a 5% cubic alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
That's great. I know. I've been telling everyone. Never. How many people did you tell when we paid for what you need? Liberty.
Wendy's orange dreamsicle
Liberty. Bee-boo.
I didn't know they sold dreamsicles on memory. The flavor that
I haven't heard that Collision
Wendy's orange dreamsicle frosty.
commercial in a while. I haven't been watching TV here recently. I went on that trip this weekend, the Sports Circle. I didn't have time to watch all that, but
Hmm.
I don't miss it. But today was a bad day for Tony Khan. I'm surprised he hasn't had a Twitter meltdown today. Normally, when stuff happens like that, Tony has a Twitter meltdown, but I feel like he's afraid to with CM Punk, really.
Hmm.
He's afraid to. He's asking for help if he does that.
Yeah.
But CM Punk didn't hold anything back. It was pretty sad to see. And being an
I'm still
AEW,
here. Oh, okay. I'm still here. My camera's just fucking around with me.
being an AEW fan since day one, it's sad to see that type of stuff. Golly, at some point, you gotta be a boss in your company.
Right?
Apparently, the Jack Perry stuff, CM Punk told Tony, "You need to handle it," and then Tony says, "Well, what do you want me to do about it? You're the boss of this company. What do you think
Right.
you're supposed to do about it? Talk to your people. Talk to who you sign and all this crap. I mean, what do you want Punk to do about it? I mean, he did do something about it, and then they didn't like what he did about it. And if you don't like
I
what
mean,
Punk, if you don't like what Punk does, if you don't like what Punk does about it, then handle it yourself."
I agree. I mean, really, the fault lies on TK. It's his company. He should know. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, he has to be the guy who has to wrangle them all together because he's the one who signed the checks. He's the one who's running the show. He has to know what the hell he's doing. He has to, you know.
Apparently, he doesn't. Oh, this is the first. They're actually acknowledging Owen Hart on WWE television.
Wow.
Snickers.
You know, I think it's because Vince is gone and the Hart family are like,
Yeah.
okay, now the old man's gone. Now we okay, now you're free to talk about
He
it.
was the main reason because he's the one that did all that stuff. Really, he continued the
Yeah.
show. And they got Natalia doing it, which is pretty cool.
That's poignant. I like that.
I think it's a possibility of Owen Hart going into the WWE Hall of Fame more than ever now. There's a
I
shot of him
hope
being,
so, man. He really deserves it. If anybody deserves it, it's definitely him.
this Bo Dallas. Damn it! I thought it was Bo Dallas. I was really hoping it would have been. If anyone's seen the Bray Wyatt, Corey and Lemon, in that Bray Wyatt documentary, released on Peacock, really, really good. And at the end of it, they teased Bray Wyatt's return. Not Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas's return to WWE. Which that looked like Bo Dallas at first. Ponytail. And
January 27th, the world lost the opportunity to see an out-of-shape has-been main event WrestleMania. With his brittle, fragile body, failed him worse than it did in the UFC.
I feel like I'm watching some of TNA now.
Like the rest of us, wanting to get as
This is
far
something
away
TNA would do.
as possible.
Yeah.
I remember they had that whole funeral for someone.
That was the Dudleys, I believe. Yeah, they had the Dudleys funeral, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Team 3D. And it was the yeah, I believe it was that. That's the funeral that they had in TNA.
Sikoa, Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah, for sure. Last week, him and Jenny McDuggan had a really, really good match.
Yeah, they actually killed it. They really
That was the
did.
best match last week, probably. That was really, really good match. Like, that was probably the best Jenny McDuggan match, the singles match at least. And I haven't really watched much of his stuff prior to Judgment Day. Prior to Judgment Day, I know he was on NXT. He won the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah.
He may have won the North
Mhm.
American Championship.
Yeah, he was really good in NXT. I enjoyed his NXT work. I really did.
To JD McDuggan.
Yeah.
I know Ricochet did. I don't think Ricochet's had a bad run anywhere. Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm. Prince
He didn't really
Puma.
go to TNA. He was there for a little bit, but there was a lot of people that went to TNA that no one really remembers. Shinsuke went there.
Mhm.
Okada, Seth Rollins, Will Ospreay.
Xavier Woods.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara. I know Xavier Woods. He was Consequences Creed.
Yeah.
I actually preferred him as Consequences Creed than Xavier Woods. I thought that
I like
was.
that character, Consequences Creed, though. He was cool.
This is going to be different. Last week it was JD McDuggan against Ricochet. Now he's got Ivar. It's going to be a little bit different this week. But I think Ricochet still picks up the win. I like how they're building Ricochet up a lot more. He's
Yeah, he
getting more.
deserves it. Yeah.
Like every week he's been. I know he beat Dominic Mysterio and JD Drake, and then he's probably going to beat Ivar. So
I actually wish that his IC title run could have been a little longer.
yeah,
Ricochet's.
he lost to Walter. Like
Yeah.
that was the person that Walter beat for it. I know Ricochet's won the U.S. and Intercontinental, but I like to see him go for the Intercontinental. Hopefully, in this next draft, they put Ricochet back on SmackDown and him go for the U.S.
I don't think he hasn't held that title yet, has he?
I think he won it maybe once or twice, but it wasn't no big run or anything.
Okay, I think you may be right about that. Yeah.
If he did win it, he either won it once or twice. It wasn't no big deal. Like he didn't really. He just wanted to say he won it really. So I think that he could have really good. Really, I think he could win the World Heavyweight title. The one that Rollins has got. I feel
Yeah.
like someone like Ricochet could win that.
I think so.
I feel like he surpassed being a mid card champion. He could be a mid card champion and do well with it if given the opportunity, but which that was all under Vince McMahon. Like Triple H brought
True.
like if it wasn't for Triple H, Ricochet wouldn't be in WWE. Like he brought all these guys to NXT and they got called like these are all these are all Triple H's guys. So Triple H will
Yeah.
probably book he would come more to booking Ricochet as a world champion than Vince would.
Ooh, what a fall.
To
Jeez.
Vince, you gotta have the stature of Hulk Hogan. You gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, the only smaller guys that he booked good was Eddie Guerrero, Punk, which Punk had to force his way to get booked good.
Right.
And Daniel Bryan, and
Daniel Bryan, yeah, I was just about to say that. Yep.
there's only a few. I mean, Rollins is sort of a small guy, kind of, but there's only a few smaller guys that he booked as world champions that really meant something.
Right.
Rey Mysterio was a world heavyweight title champion, but not many. Like not every small guy gets booked like Roman Reigns or Hulk Hogan or Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
I mean, even Stone Cold, Steve Austin, he wasn't that big of a dude. I mean, as far as comparing him to like Hulk Hogan or the Ultimate Warrior, but he was a smaller guy who was pushed to the moon.
Yeah. Stone Cold just didn't give a damn.
That was part of his charm.
Once he dropped that stunning Steve Austin and he went to WWE and WWE was getting whooped in the ratings and they had no choice but to flip the script and Stone Cold just
Yep.
ran with the ball and he took it. And
Never look back.
if it wasn't for WCW beating WWE, we probably would have never gotten Stone Cold or Rock or any of those guys. They would
That's
have just
very
kept
true.
on. They would have just kept on doing the same stuff, like the Doink the Clown, the same old stuff. That's what they would be doing.
That's true. I mean, I give a lot of credit to WCW and also ECW for kind of lighting a fire under WWF's ass and kind
Really,
of bringing upon the
ECW is
attitude
the
era.
hardcore title on WWE
Hmm.
because both companies, WCW and WWE, incorporated that. Like WCW was doing a little bit hardcore because they had their own hardcore title. WWE sure as heck was doing hardcore. TLCs, it had Cactus Jack and Triple H hardcore matches and the Hell in a Cell match, the Inferno match. They were doing all kinds of out of the ordinary hardcore stuff. But if it wasn't for ECW, that none of that would probably happen. You're like
That's true.
they're the hidden gem of that whole attitude there. The whole Monday Night Wars thing.
Exactly. I mean, without ECW Revolution, there wouldn't have been an attitude.
Scott's Turf Builders are in action. It gets 3 jumps done at once. Kill sweets, prevents catcast, and keeps it growing strong.
Get a bag of Scott's triple action today.
Nuggets.
Feed it. Feed it.
And not Howie says Taco Bell only really hits after midnight, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina chicken menu to help him see the Taco Bell.
Yeah. I don't like guacamole on anything.
Right. The Cantina chicken crispy taco isn't just for late night. Excuse me. Take a picture of this. Oh, no problem. Yes, problem. You need Verizon. Get the new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. Trade in any iPhone in any condition. Get iPhone 15 Pro and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on us. Only on Verizon.
We are back live on
They gotta have Funko doing something.
tonight. Quite the match underway. Ivar and
Probably
Ricochet
not.
did a great job
8:47, probably not. But
so far.
he's there tonight. Like, why not have him do something?
Speaking of that, look at this.
Ooh,
Hop out and say hey.
that was pretty. That was pretty stiff. Ivar.
That's what you do whenever you're wrestling a fight. A lot of meat.
Which who doesn't know, in Ring of Honor, it was the War Machine, which is now Viking Raiders in WWE. It was them two versus Ricochet. I forget who Ricochet teamed up with, but they had tag matches against each other quite a lot. And they had 6-man tag. I believe, War Machine and Ricochet teamed together a lot in ROH. In 6-man action.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
The side of the ring was always the stiffest part of the ring. Ooh.
That hurts. That hurts looking at it, man. That really, ugh, jeez.
And if you ever go towards the wrestling ring, just feel the sides of the ring, like the edge of the ring.
Oh yeah, I have before. It has no give. There is no give.
Just imagine Kevin Owens picking you up and throwing you on the edge of the ring like that.
I remember that the first time I seen him do that, as far as in NXT, was when he did that to Sami Zayn.
Yeah, that's the first one not the first time in my life, but the one that really looked like it hurt the worst.
Yeah, that was brutal.
There's no way that didn't hurt like hell. Like that. That feels like it'd be hurting for days.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take that bump. That's a bump that I could not take.
I gotta be on payroll for that. wouldn't be doing it for free.
I mean, you gotta make sure I have health insurance and stuff if I'm gonna do bumps like that.
Yeah, it'd be a whole. Has to be signed a contract, all that.
To perfection from Ricochet. He is just. And look at Ricochet now. Power and Ivar just did not enough. Back gave out. Ivar missed with a spin kick. Ricochet. Ivar knocked down to an A. Ricochet again with another springboard. Up over the top. Big kick by Ivar. Ricochet may be down and out. Big power bomb. Sit out. Ricochet kicks it too. That was it. Incredible night so far on Monday Night Raw. 15,546.
The match is lasting longer than I thought it would, to be honest.
Yeah, they've been giving Ricochet a lot of time. The match last week for JD McDuggan was a pretty 15, 20-minute match.
Man, Ricochet is killing it, man. Push this dude already.
Oh, what the hell? What the heck was that? He was trying to do what Scotty Too Hottie was doing. You see what Ivar just did?
Yep.
Ooh. Springboard by Ivar.
You got the wobbly legs.
People that put these rings together at the WWE are the greatest on earth. Now Ivar.
That dude can move around for a big dude, though.
Ooh, missed it.
Whoa. What?
Ooh, that was good.
That was pretty good. Yeah, that was really good. Ricochet pulled that out of nowhere, man.
That's what I say. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. That is incredible. Somehow we see more.
Push this man already. Come on, what are you doing, WWE?
On that 630. Yeah, and as you see here this is the face of a man who does things that nobody else on earth can do. He starts, and what's he gonna do? Oh, front flip, is that what he's gonna do? One with the greatest of ease. And look, eyes straight down. Did he over-rotate? Did he under-rotate? Is his brain about to get splattered around Brooklyn? He's going around again. He's going around again. He's doing something that nobody else on earth can do as he buries a Viking. 1, 2, 3. Our Puma is the prince who's promised. And damn, he is magnetic. There may not be a hotter athlete right now.
That was a really good singles match.
That was really good. If this isn't evidence that they should be pushing Ricochet, I mean, I don't know what is.
2 really good singles matches back-to-back weeks. That's Judgment Day looking. Yeah, it's Judgment Day. That'd be a good singles match. Santos Escobar and Ricochet.
Hell yeah. That'd be great feud. That would be totally worth it. Take my money now.
Please do, because I am sick of watching Ricochet. In fact, what's off the name is Ricochet. Guys, don't worry. I know JD will handle the Ricochet situation. But for whatever reason, just in case he doesn't.
Shut up, JD. Every time he talks, I'm like, just shut up.
Ooh, Andrade.
Está, señor. You. Santos, Andrade.
This is interesting. There's a lot of good matchups that can be made right here.
Andrade, if you take care of our little Ricochet situation, we'll make you a full member of the crew. That's it. We don't need you to take care of your business. I want you to take care of my business. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. I've heard Becky's on her way to the ring.
Andre is enjoying Cruz. He runs them.
They're using my guards.
You're all chosen because you are enough. You made it.
We are inviting athletes to become the next WWE superstars.
Coming from Cuba.
My dad risked his life for me having these opportunities. I'm Braden Ray, aka Sexy BJ Ray.
Who do you think you are?
I see so much raw potential.
This is your moment.
It's life changing. There is nothing else like being a WWE superstar.
Tuesday. We're not on the same level. We never been on the same level. The final NXT before Stand and Deliver will not mess.
No flex. Zone. No flex. Zone. They know better. They know better. Wanna go? Go flex.
We're making a splash with another Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth,
Oh,
refreshing
dude.
taste of Twisted Tea products.
Some AEW releases happening.
Mhm.
Hmm?
Just gonna turn a whole family into millionaires.
Looks like Dasha Gonzalez has been released by AEW.
Really?
Yeah, she
Any more
was,
releases?
yeah, I got some AEW releases. Looks like their website's all jacked up right now. Looks like I was gonna go on the roster page, but golly, all I see is Aaron Solo all the way down the whole roster page.
Like DiGiorno
What
rising
the heck?
crust pizza because delicious fresh baked taste.
And then also, Stu Grayson has been released by AEW.
It's not
I don't even know why they brought him back.
so many choices on
Oh,
Booking.com. There are
geez.
so
That's
many
stupid.
Tina Feys I could be.
They brought him
That
back.
is stupid.
Why would you even bring him back? That's a stupid business.
It's a waste of time and money, man.
When they brought him back, he rejoined the Dark Order for a little bit. Then he went to the Righteousness. And then that was it. That was it.
You can book whoever you want to be. That's my line.
Could you see him going to TNA?
Yeah.
Stu Grayson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see him going to TNA.
Hello? Can we interest you in upgrading to muscle lean?
I'm curious to see. I'm wondering why he got. Like, I mean, I know Dasha Gonzalez didn't get fired for doing nothing bad. I mean, did she threaten Tony Khan's life too? And golly.
What's going on over there?
Well, consider the secret out. Order your favorite pan pizza or try it today for the first time at Domino's.
This just in, Metro has nada yada yada. No contracts, no exploding bills, and no surprises.
If it's Hillshire, oh, Hill.
This interior is rough.
It's funny how this comes the day of CM Punk's interview.
That will transform my interior.
I don't think that's coincidence either.
This isn't going to fix anything.
Check out eBay Motors.
I don't see how it would.
Whenever heartburn strikes, get fast relief with Tums.
But I always liked Dasha Gonzalez. I thought she was very good on the ring announcer.
Yeah.
But now they're down to one ring announcer again. So they just gonna have,
one.
they're gonna have Justin Roberts do everything. Or,
Try it free in terms of cancel anytime.
We're gonna take it to a whole new level. I choose you, Roman Reigns.
In this life, you either finish your story or somebody else gonna finish it for you. Turn neon dreams into fate.
I guess he's gonna be performing at WrestleMania. I'm not sure. You know, all the stuff Mick Mill's involved in. I don't see how he has time to be involved at WrestleMania. But a bag's a bag. Connor's having technical difficulties tonight. So am I. For some reason, my camera's on the fritz. But Connor will be right back, folks. Don't worry. Hope you all have subscribed. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's been a good episode of Raw so far. You know, Becky Lynch coming out. And I mean, the way they're telling the story, Becky's gonna be the one coming out on top. I mean, unless somebody screws her over, which is very possible. It is WrestleMania, and it's not like it hasn't happened at WrestleMania before, you know. But that's kind of the point of WrestleMania. Is kind of to do the unexpected, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody's expecting for Seth to turn on Cody. Everybody's expecting Carlito to turn on Ray. You know, and it's predictable. They're making it very predictable. At the same time, I mean, nothing wrong with that as long as they're telling a good story. I mean, because there are so many wrestling stories that have been told over and over again, just just packaged differently with different characters. You know, and to this day, they do weddings in wrestling because of Macho Man and Elizabeth. That's you know. Everybody's booing Pierce. They're all booing him. Why are they booing? Why are they booing Adam Pierce? What did he do? He just walked out. Watch, Becky's probably gonna lay all the security out, and those are this has got to be from developmental. They're wrestlers. Oh boy, here comes Rita. Rita's like, screw this. I knew it. I knew she was gonna run for it. I told you they're gonna take out all the security. Oh, Becky and Rita, man, that's another rivalry I'm getting into myself. When it comes down to damage control and Bailey, I mean, Bailey's got to be the one coming out on top. She's got to be the one who's going to be winning the title. I mean, come on. I think she's a favorite. I think from all the people I've talked to about it, they're all going for Bailey. So the consensus is Team Bailey right now. That's the thing, man. When I see damage control, I think of Stardom. It's pretty cool seeing them together in WWE. And I don't think there's many American fans that watch Stardom, much less know what Stardom is. But that's where Asuka came from. She came from Stardom. It's Japanese women's wrestling. It's more of a stiff, strong style. Really, I mean they really mess each other up over there, like for real. The training's worse. They literally beat the hell out of you in training. And if anybody's seen the documentaries about that, then I think you would know what I mean. They literally beat you bloody when you're training. It's a lot different from the performance center. I'll tell you that.
Nah, I'm back. Sorry about that. My computer just froze up and
No, no problem. It happens.
insane. This is all the time now.
I'm battling my camera right now, so I know exactly what you're going through.
It does that at least one time, at least through a broadcast. It does that. It'll freeze up, then I'll come back in and it's fine. It it has to happen at least one time.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was saying was Stu Grayson's been released. Asha Gonzalez has been released. The boys that were with Dalton Castle, they've been released.
No, not the boys.
Which they weren't really signed. Like they weren't really on AEW signed roster page.
Right, they're
They
like
were just
ROH mostly.
yeah, they were on the Ring of Honor website. They're still on the Ring of Honor website.
Well, what's Don gonna do without his boys?
But it looks like they could still be on ROH because
Okay.
they're still on the Ring of Honor website, and they released Anthony Henry. He's with JD Drake, but they're still on the Ring of Honor website. I don't know what's going on with AEW's website. Ever since Punk said what he said, golly, I don't know what happened to
Punk,
his website.
Punk, Punk
Everything,
touched a
everything
nerve.
is everything is a picture of Aaron Solo on the website. Like all the roster spots are Aaron Solo.
That's weird.
No, not anymore. And they got it fixed. That's weird. Everyone that they just said that's released is still on the roster page.
Hmm.
So how do they even know that they're released?
Yeah, so apparently, whatever CM Punk said struck a nerve.
It's kind of weird. Like it's kind of weird. Why would you release people out of nowhere? Like AEW never releases anyone. But I wonder how they know. Which it's coming from Fightful, and Fightful's a pretty reliable source.
Yeah.
Not that I'm into any of the news journalists or anything like that, but normally when they report something, it's pretty true. They've got a good record of stuff being true.
Yeah.
So if they're not removed by tomorrow morning, then their report is a lie.
We shall see.
But they just posted like a few seconds ago a lot of that stuff. So, and whoever controls AEW's website is very, very slow at updating the crap. Like I've tweeted Tony Khan about wanting that job.
And the funny thing is, they post to Twitter quicker than they do their own website.
Well, they released someone else. Hey, this is not a coincidence. Now they're releasing quite a few people now. What the heck? This is an April Fool. It's not a good joke. Slim J has been released by AEW. Gravity has been released. I didn't know he was signed to AEW. But none of these people are on the AEW roster page. So why the hell did you sign all these people?
That's that's the $1,000,000 question.
Jose the
It's a waste of
assistant.
time and money. I don't get it.
Jose the assistant has been released. Parker has been released. George Joel has been released. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I
He was
forgot he was still there.
he was with Matt Hardy a little bit. I didn't know they signed him. Oh wow. Hell's breaking loose in Brooklyn tonight. Becky and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
Thought we were supposed
Pat's
to
doing
get
the play-by-play.
Rhea Ripley in a match, but looks like she's got a cast on her wrist.
Looks like it. Oh, look at Becky.
Oh, damn.
I'm excited for this match. Honestly speaking, this is going to be a good match.
However, guys, they didn't announce Dakota Kai in a singles match.
No, they didn't.
I don't know why she's on Raw because she's on SmackDown. I'm guessing the reason that they're on there is because the women's tag titles. Because the women's tag titles can float between Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I guess because they're a faction that counts all four of them. When really the only is Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Right.
The other two aren't they're not women's tag champions. Someone on Twitter just called it damage control, mid control.
Mid control. I like that.
Mid control. That's a new one. But someone noted on Twitter that Michael Cole said about that ladder match that both tag titles will be on the line.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then he said that once one set of tag titles have been taken down, the match continues until the other set of tag titles are taken down as well.
I like that. That's a good way to do it. I like that.
So those titles are probably going to be split.
That's a really good way to do that.
I hope that's the way that they do it. That two teams win the match, and then they split those tag titles from Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Put the Raw tag on DIY and give. I don't know. You got a lot of different choices. You got Awesome Truth. You got Grayson Waller, and there's a lot of options you can go with. That New Day, they're not really doing anything right now, so I'm surprised Imperium isn't in this match because they beat New Day in that final match with each other.
Yeah, that's right. They should be in this match.
Unless one of them is injured, I don't know why they're not. But then again, how many tag teams can you really have in one ladder match?
Exactly.
I mean, they got 6. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to add a 7th member or a 7th set of tag.
I say the more the merrier, the more carnage.
I think at least 7 would be good. As of right now, it's 6, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Tegan Knox in a while on Raw. She's really, really good. I've always enjoyed her from NXT and she's had a few decent moments in the main roster. Ooh, Zoe Stark goes flying. Looks like they're going to give this match some time.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're not doing that Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley match.
I guess they may be saving that for next week. Mhm.
I don't know. Probably put this match in its place.
Unless something happened to Liv. That chicken looks pretty good, though.
Yes, focus on an American home shield warranty. It can protect your covered home systems and appliances like this AC with the repair or replacement. It's home, not home. Yeah, it's home. Pretty sure it's home. American Home Shield. Great big warranty.
So the Hall of Fame's gonna be after SmackDown. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, they started doing that last year, I believe. That they have SmackDown
Okay.
first, and then they have the Hall of Fame right after. It's pretty
Okay.
cool if you're actually going to it. Get the Hall of Fame and SmackDown the same night.
I've always wanted to go to the Hall of Fame ceremonies. I've always wanted to do that. Eventually, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get there.
yeah. It used to be a separate event, but then they after what happened to Bret Hart and that fan attack Bret Hart, they really changed how they did the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. There's always one asshole that has to ruin it for everybody, man.
Yes. What do you think, Reed? Because plus the sun.
Just like when you go to a show, there's always one guy that drinks way too much and just has to put himself over.
That was in 2019, and next year there wasn't a Hall of Fame because uh, COVID, obviously.
Yeah.
But 2021 they brought it back. Like, it was in front of no fans, just family and friends, really.
Yeah.
38 they really brought it back. 39, but they did it before after SmackDown, which in a way, if you're going to the event, it's a good deal. Like, you're getting SmackDown and the Hall of Fame in one ticket. That's kind of worth your money. But I always want to go
Yeah.
to a Hall of Fame too. I've always enjoyed watching old ones in the past.
Yeah, me too, man. I love the Hall of Fame ceremony.
That's what I watched. I was watching the one with when was it? Probably the Brain Heenan was put in it. It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. I like the. Remember, Ric Flair had a long Hall of Fame speech. Anyone knows the story of
Yeah.
that?
And Triple H had to drag him off the stage.
Yeah, he was taking too much time off. I mean, he was probably thanking everybody that. And knowing Ric Flair, he had a lot of people that he probably worked with in his career, and he was probably talking about every single one of them. From the
Yeah, he was pretty much.
Four Horsemen, Evolution, to golly, Antonio Inoki, going on and on and on. And on. I wouldn't have cared, but Vince was like, "Get that man off the stage."
Right, Vince was, man. I could just see Vince back there just seething, man. Just pissed off.
And Triple H had to tell him multiple times. I wouldn't want to be the one doing that. Kind of tells a legend like Ric Flair to get off the stage.
Yeah, I mean that. I'll be yeah, I'll be a little bit worried if I had to do that, man, because you don't want Ric Flair to go off. You don't want an old man to go off funny, man. You don't want, especially if it's Ric Flair.
That was a good drop kick. I wouldn't want to do it to anyone really, because I was just kind of embarrassed in having to tell a legend that you need to get off the stage during your Hall of Fame speech.
Right.
If I was Triple H, I would have said, Vince, you go do it. You get
Right,
off
you
there.
go do it.
Your company, you go do it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't run the show, you do.
He says, you're the one who, I just said, you're the one that put him in the Hall of Fame, so you deal with it.
See, that's the thing, Vince. He always had people to do things for him. He was never the one to personally fire people. Not in real life. He usually had like Jim Ross firing people or John Laurinaitis, you know.
Yeah, it's normal. The only time he's ever fired someone, I know the Ultimate Warrior, he fired the Ultimate Warrior to his face.
Oh yeah, he had that coming too. The Warrior had that coming.
He came to the back and he said, he took the belt and said, he said, give me the belt. And he said, get the hell out of the building.
Can you blame him? The dude was holding him up for money. I
Yeah,
mean,
I know. Kind of robbed Jake the Snake Roberts because they wanted to put the world title on him. And
yeah.
it was because of Ultimate Warrior he never got that chance.
And I know to this day, I mean, I know Jake Roberts made his peace with the Ultimate Warrior, but I know to this day that still gets to him. It has to get to him.
Ultimate Warrior cussed him out saying that it was a whole thing. That he wanted this and that, and he wanted
Yeah.
all this money. Well, they're really giving this match a lot of time.
And that's the thing. He wanted that Hulk Hogan money, but he wasn't anywhere near Hulk Hogan. As much as I don't like the man, he wasn't a draw like Hogan was, really.
He was a better in ring performer than Warrior, but like if you could look at the stats, Hogan was always like in the golden era. Hogan was always number one.
Right.
If anyone surpassed Hogan, it was probably Randy Savage.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I would agree.
That's the
Randy
only
Savage.
person that probably would have. Ultimate Warrior may have been number one. I don't know. I'd be curious to know that. Like Hogan was probably number one through majority of the golden era. But I was feeling Randy Savage was number. He was close up there too. Damage control picked up the win.
Yep.
They gave that match quite a few minutes.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it was a decent match too.
I would have preferred Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, but or maybe they'll still do it tonight. That'd be something if they still did it. I'll still have it's 9:23, and WWE doesn't normally go overtime.
Unless it's something big going on.
For NXT they do. The Raw and SmackDown they
Yeah.
normally end the show straight up when it's supposed to end.
The cereal we created, there's a picture of it in your locker. No, I'll tell you what, we'll boys, there's no egg.
Bootios. Making sure kids eat their booty.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh man. I still can't believe they got away with that.
At first, I really couldn't stand the New Day.
Yeah, same here.
At the time, it was just so PG-ish. Like, all right, I don't really care about pancakes. I don't care about the cereal. I just want to see you wrestle for it. Like, they would never wrestle, really. I mean, when they did, they had good matches with the Usos and Sheamus and Cesaro and some others.
Yeah.
But I like how they are now. Like they're not heavily PG. It's like here lately they've been showing a serious side of them than just
Mm-hmm.
rainbows and sprinkles and unicorns and like
Yeah,
they're
'cause if you can
still
remember Big E, if you remember Big E before he got hurt, they were bringing out a more serious side of him before he broke his neck.
yeah they had him in the Intercontinental and he won the WWE champ the world title. They
Yep.
probably had other plans for him if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, but that's just how it was. Hopefully he comes back, but I don't know. He's been out a while now.
Yeah, they're putting him on commentary. And I think he kills it in doing commentary. I love him on commentary.
Yeah, he did the WWE WrestleMania press conference.
Yep.
But really,
He was the best. He was one of the best parts of it.
he would be good at commentary role.
Yeah, imagine him and Booker T doing commentary together. That's fire.
I just see him and Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that would go. I wish they would have Punk on commentary more because he's really good on commentary. I feel like really anyone with Pat McAfee would be good.
Yeah.
I wish he would quit doing college football and just do full time WWE. But he likes getting that check from football, I guess.
Oh yeah. A bag is a bag.
This is the worst blowout. I was looking at the NBA scores. What the hell? This is the biggest blowout I've ever seen. I don't know if this is right. I don't know. No, that can't be right. 51 to 108.
Oh damn. That's indeed a blowout right there. That's a spanking.
I don't know if it's real or not. Golly. They suck. They suck bad. Don't even come back for next season.
I mean, to give away that many points, I mean, yeah, they're not good.
I'd sub team. I'd just retire. I'd be done. There ain't no coming back from that. You just gotta accept that you suck and your team sucks and move on with your life. But I don't know if this is real. I'm looking on Google. I don't know. That's gotta be a glitch or something. Cause golly.
Mm.
Yeah, here's the documentary for Bray Wyatt. If anyone hasn't seen it, I definitely recommend watching it. It's a really good
I'm definitely
documentary.
gonna watch it.
At the end of it, it has a little teaser with Bo Dallas. That's Bray Wyatt's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this. The Hawks beat the Bulls 113-30.
What?
Ain't no
Really?
way. Ain't no way.
Is that real?
I'm looking at. There's something wrong with Google, I think, because they had the Suns and Pelicans. The Suns beat the Pelicans by 124-33. Not all these games were blowouts. Ain't no way. Something's going on with the Google or something. There's no way every game was like that. If it was, it'd be a lot. There's a lot of bad teams. Actually,
No kidding.
they all suck. I mean, they're supposed to be the NBA. WWE Speed. Curious to see how. I mean, I read something about it. It's basically 3-minute matches. Like each match is a timer, basically.
Oh, okay, I see.
Whoever wins the tournament wins a champion, the WWE Speed Championship. I don't know if it's going to be like an actual title that's defended, but
Hmm.
It's going to be on the X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it.
It's an interesting concept.
If Jade Cargill, Bianca, and Alvin are Damage Control. Damage Control's not winning that.
No, I don't see that happening.
All they're all going to lose at WrestleMania. Damage Control.
Both the Raw and SmackDown tag titles be hanging. Continues into both set of titles are retreat.
Yeah, Michael Cole just said that again. It's because before they've just been calling them the undisputed tag team titles. Now they're calling them the Raw and SmackDown tag titles.
Santos Escobar as they take on.
Okay, so I'm guessing they do plan on splitting them. Okay.
Because they haven't called them the Raw and SmackDown tag titles for a long time.
Right. Well, that's good if they splitting the titles, man. They need to be split up, and it's about time they did it.
Yeah, as long as they do. See, Rollins and Drew's night 2. That's kind of predictable because Rollins and Cody's in the tag match on night 1. So
Yeah.
Io Sky and Bayley's night 2.
Bayley tries to get a little bit of revenge on our champion, Io Sky. Also a six.
I'm going for Bayley, man. Bayley's got to do it. She's gonna win this one.
Yeah, 6-man Philadelphia street fight. They got to have someone from ECW get involved in that.
That'd be so good. Oh, that'll be the cherry on top.
There's no way you're going to do a Philadelphia street fight in Philadelphia with nothing of ECW.
You gotta at least mention it. At least.
They got to have Sandman coming out wild, crazy, and just hitting everybody with a kendo stick or something. LA Knight, AJ Styles, night 2.
Is it me or is AJ Styles getting bigger and bigger each week?
Yeah, he's really been jacked up.
AJ Styles winning that match.
We will find out WrestleMania Sunday. Let's check in with our broadcast.
Got a pretty decent even card.
Yeah, it's actually a really good card.
Outstanding
I'm hyped.
heavyweight champion Seth freaking Rollins as he makes his way to the ring.
They pulled it off. I'll give them that. They pulled off a nice card this year.
At WrestleMania 40 and a lot on the line. Why
Punk
take
when
on
they got
this
injured,
match
feel like we would
tonight
have had more of a. I'm wondering what The Rock was going to do at WrestleMania if Punk wouldn't have gotten injured.
Probably would have gotten involved in Roman's match in some way.
Probably a special guest referee, I bet.
Yeah.
And Cody Roman.
What does it mean by that? Oh, I always got a plan B. Drew just hanging out backstage. Just hanging out.
Something's fixing to happen here.
See, Drew's got something in mind also. I think he's got something planned. And I like this side of Drew though, because it's more of a British humor that he's using.
If it wasn't Punk, he probably wouldn't have gotten hot of a heel.
That was a great shot.
Everything that's got him really hot as a heel is that Punk stuff. Him basically joking about Punk every week. That's giving him a lot of leverage to.
Now it's obvious that Seth is going to win this match. Or thing is, I think it's another thing is I can see them doing how they just it's going to be declared a DQ because the bloodline's going to get involved eventually. I mean, they're going to come out if Solo looks like he's going to get beat.
Which they said that this match is a bloodline rules match. So I'm assuming Roman and Rock will be ringside with him.
This could be the downfall right now. Seth Rollins
That's my assumption as well. I'm thinking
You
the
don't look
same
like Raw.
thing.
You don't look like Rollins is going to lose unless someone costs him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not straight out losing this solo.
Probably just gonna. They're probably gonna throw the match out, and it's gonna end in a big ass fight.
Probably. Cody Rhodes is going to get involved in this somehow. I don't see him not getting involved.
He has a major axe to grind, so I mean, it's definitely possible that he's gonna get involved.
I mean, he's in the main event of WrestleMania this year, so it'd be kind of weird if he wasn't.
Right?
Then again, that could be something on SmackDown.
Hey, that's right, because that's technically the last show before Raw. I mean, before WrestleMania.
Just
So.
trying not to overthink things. M&M's for all fun time.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. Because it's the things you make that show what you're made of. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
No flex, zone. No flex, zone. They know better. They know better.
Like, you want to show him a commercial a lot tonight.
I know, right? Just making sure they're implanting that chicken into your brain.
Let's move pin options. Keep you covered. Just tag us in. Right now? Oh. He's talking about it.
You know the general commercial right now?
Yeah.
Great low rate.
Mhm.
With the general.
New Kinder Chocolate. Delicious little bars of sweet
Zechariah Khan.
creamy.
Imagine getting super hit by Seth Rollins with high heels. Yeah, that probably wouldn't feel good at all.
That would suck. Man.
That'd be worse than getting. I don't know. Getting super kick with thumbtacks. You know how the Young Bucks do it with thumbtacks on their shoes, or getting
Yeah.
high heels. I don't know. I feel like high heels would be a new. I don't know what would feel worse.
That'd be so painful.
It doesn't seem. It doesn't feel like it'd feel good.
Tired of yada yada like
Thanks for watching, Zachariah. I definitely appreciate you watching. Everyone, we thank you for watching. We are more active on our All Elite Zone channel, but I do plan on getting a lot more active on this channel. I'm not gonna lie. I still like AEW, but me personally, my interest in the WWE has grown a lot, and it's kind of been less for AEW. But that doesn't mean the All Elite Zone's gonna, stop anything. We're gonna keep on doing the All Elite Zone, Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, interviews, talking Elite, AEW Canada.
Yep.
Everything's still gonna go on like usual. We're not stopping anything. But all I'm saying is we're gonna get a little bit more active on here. Remember, just do Raw reactions. We've done a WWE pay-per-view reaction. We've done a TNA thing.
Yep.
But definitely subscribe down right here and turn on our notification bells. I plan on doing a lot of WWE 2K24 content. We're talking about doing some SmackDown stuff. Besides this Raw, but we plan on doing a lot more content on here. But if you guys in the comments have any suggestions, anything you'd like to see on this channel, definitely comment below and we can try to work it in. Nothing's really an official deal like what we're doing officially. But I know for sure WWE 2K24, I want to do some stuff with that. Do some SmackDown live reactions. But just because I'm saying that I'm interested in WWE more doesn't mean we're stopping the All Elite Zone. I don't want anyone to start saying in the comments, "Why are you quitting the All Elite Zone?" Because I'm not. The All Elite
No,
Zone will
no.
All Elite Zone will still go on like usual. Nothing's going to change. Just more content on here. That's all. Zachary Khan, subscribe to the All Elite. Thank you. I've seen you on the All Elite Zone channel before. Definitely subscribe down below here too. Pumping a lot of more content here. As I said, WWE 2K24, some SmackDown live reactions. There's a lot of things we could do on this channel. But definitely, if you guys have any suggestions, let us know what you guys like to see.
Yeah.
So we'd like hearing from you guys. Get a better reason of what you guys like to see us do on here, whether it be live reactions or watching old wrestling stuff, video games, just whatever you guys like to see.
Most definitely.
So Sokoa.
He's walking right into his home game, pretty much.
They got to get Jacob Fatu in WWE pretty soon.
I think their plan is to do that, and eventually, hopefully, they do. I know that Zilla Fatu, he's coming.
The manga song, yeah,
Yeah.
He looks just like Solo Sokoa a little bit. In the
Yeah,
face,
they do favor each other.
You can definitely tell he's a manga son. Have you seen their finishing move that they do?
Yeah.
That's pretty. I like that better than the Usos moves a lot. Like they got. I feel like the Bloodline should be like the NWO. Like it just continues and adds more members of the Samoa family. Which is kind of
that
different.
makes a lot of sense, though. Yeah.
It's kind of different than WCW. NWO because it was just random people, but the Bloodline is an actual family. So, like a real family of wrestling. Just more people just joining this faction. And Roman Reigns has set the bar pretty high. Like even if he loses at WrestleMania, it really isn't going to affect him because he's been put on this god level mode that no one's held the belt for that long in a long time. And even the Usos held the tag title for like 800 days or something.
Yeah.
So the bar has been set pretty high, and I'm pretty sure Solo will win the Intercontinental or United States. Or they got a lot of members in that family. They got a lot of people.
They all are awesome in the ring.
And they could do like a wolf pack NWO like they did with the NWO. Like Roman Reigns does the Bloodline, and The Rock turns on Roman, and The Rock has his own Samoan Bloodline faction. So
that'd be cool.
So it's one side of the Bloodline. Well, really, I don't know what The Rock would call his group, but The Rock's group versus the Bloodline. So family fighting each other.
Like a civil war.
That'd be perfect for war games, really.
Yeah.
that has war games written all over it. I thought that would be pretty cool. It'd be just like, not just like it. I feel like it'd actually be better than the WCW and the NWO stuff.
Yeah, if they did it right, that'd be awesome.
Like, I think they should build on the Bloodline for a little bit more. Add some more family members. Jacob Fatu, the manga son. There's a few others I can bring in that are fixing to be. I know in Women's of Wrestling, the Tonga twins.
Yeah.
They're Haku's daughters. And Tama Tonga is related to them. He's Haku's son as well. And they do consider him part of their family. So. But I thought they should include. Well, obviously, if The Rock had his own Wolfpack bloodline, they would want to include him in it. So we're going to do it pretty soon before he hangs it up for good. But like that has like a bloodline civil war in War Games would be perfect.
That'd be actually pretty fun to watch, though. I would watch that.
They'd be taking that whole Bloodline story to new heights.
Yeah.
We got a table. Well,
Hey, we got a table.
yeah, because they said it was Bloodline rules, so I'm guessing anything goes in a Bloodline rules match. So they actually have an explanation for someone going through a table, unlike
Right.
AEW, where they have a normal singles match and someone just goes through a table, no reason. Oh, fans are chanting "Holy shit!"
Oh,
That
damn.
sucks. That sucks that they're muting that or censoring all that.
Yeah, I mean, how do you censor a crowd of people and you just blink out the whole time?
Okay, no Punk said last week that they're not on Netflix yet, so that kind of hints that when they go to Netflix, they're going to be TV-14 again.
I think so. Yeah.
Just by Punk's comments, that pretty much confirms that once they go on Netflix, they're going to be a lot more edgier. So they won't have to censor stuff like that, probably.
Right.
Hopefully not. I don't think they would have to censor stuff like that on Netflix.
Excuse me.
Because Netflix has
Well,
a lot of movies that is a lot worse than that.
You need Verizon.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Netflix has a lot of adult content, so
Picks.
it's safe to say that they're fit more of the adult demographic.
I mean, just chanting "Holy shit" isn't nothing compared to some of the other stuff on there.
In any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro
Yeah.
and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on us, only on Verizon. No flex.
Because it's not like they have any sponsors to, deal with.
Exactly.
I don't know if they're gonna have. I don't know if they'll have commercials on Netflix when they do that. It's gonna be
I
interesting.
mean, if they do, they're probably going to have their own commercials. WWE's own commercials for like different shows or whatever, or
It'd probably be like how they do, or how they used to do on the WWE Network.
yeah,
Like they show basically their own commercials, and then they had their credit card one. Like they had like 1 or 2 actual commercials now. But they're not really gonna have like any demands from anybody because like they're guaranteed money on there, so they don't really have to answer. I mean, they have to answer to Netflix, but it's not
Right.
like it's not like it is right now. Like once you're guaranteed money, you're kind of free to do whatever to a certain extent. I don't think you'll see like how Brian Pillman pull out a gun on there. You'll never see that on there, but you'll probably see more edgier promos, more edgier matches. They won't be censoring the fans anymore.
it's probably going to be more blood.
Yeah, they'll probably use more blood. So don't expect to see no gun shown or. I don't expect them to do like barbed wire every week or. It'll be a little bit more edgier than what it is right now. So that's stupid that they gotta. Like they didn't used to. They didn't do that before on USA, where fans would chant "Holy shit" and they wouldn't mute it at all. But as of late, they've been doing that. I know in NXT they the fans just to stop chanting stuff like that, or they have to take the show off the air. That's stupid.
Well, you get enough angry mothers together, you can get things done.
I mean, would you rather the crowd be quiet and don't chant anything?
The Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco isn't just for late night.
Netflix, USA Network gotten really. I guess they've gotten more stricter over that over the years. They used to not be like that.
And the fact is that you can watch any other show on the USA Network and hear worse language.
The wrestling, it has to be toned down
Yeah.
or whatever. It makes no sense. I mean, if WWE can't do it, then all those shows, those movies, and all of that shouldn't be pulling there either.
Right.
And in the sales snaps, and Rollins has an opening, has an opportunity. Seth freaking Rollins, two huge matches this weekend in the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Bloodline rules
Got
match
some chairs.
on Monday beforehand. Machines advantage. First televised match since his knee injury. What a
Ouch.
stuff. That's why he's our champion.
Well, they definitely knock some sense into you if you need some.
I don't think he missed a week.
And there's something off about Seth Rollins.
No, not at all. Seth Rollins, though.
He's not like he was when, he was wanting to team with Cody and take down the bloodline. And now, no, as I was saying before, it's those small details.
Yeah.
You can't really, sometimes you can tell, but I've got another table.
It's those nuances, those small little nuances.
I like that because sometimes you can tell where it's going to go. Like with Carlito, he's probably going to turn on Rey Mysterio. But with this, he could turn on Cody or he could not. I mean,
It can go either way, exactly.
or he could do something totally unexpected and join the bloodline. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, that would be weird. I mean, that come out of nowhere.
He's not family with the bloodline. He's not a Samoan. He ain't anything with them. It'd probably be him just turning on Cody. But Rollins has turned on a lot of people over the years, so I don't know. Normally Rollins is the one to turn on someone. Turned on the Shield, Roman, and Moxley.
Oh,
Small drop. This is Rollins' first match since being injured against Jinder Mahal. I guess I'll notice that he hasn't wrestled in months.
right.
Heard that. Because they were questioning whether he was going to be. They questioned whether he was going to be wrestling Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso shouldn't be far along. Yeah, I knew it.
See?
I've seen that one. He wasn't far at all. Rock and Roman is fixing to come out now. But one of them.
There we go. That's what everybody wanted to see.
Looking ahead of Jimmy Uso. The Rock beating that family. I thought he said that he was for family and he would never disrespect his family. And what happened to that?
Yes, he changed his mind.
Curious to see what he said right there. They censored all that, whatever he said. But right now, The Rock isn't afraid to go anywhere. He'll say whatever he wants to out there. Someone's bleeding.
I don't think it's Rollins. I don't see any blood on him.
Something on his cheek, but he did something. He set him up.
The Rock dropping more F-bombs.
He knew what he was doing, man. I wouldn't be walking if I were you, Cody, because Roman's not far behind.
Cody wasn't announced. He wasn't announced to be on the night.
No. I had a feeling he would appear, but Cody is whooping the Rock's ass. They're gonna put him through the table. Damn.
Give him a little bit of a receipt.
Crossroads?
You see, that's the brilliant. That's the brilliance of The Rock. He knows how to play the hill, play it up to the play up the hill, so that when something happens to him, he makes it so you want to see him get his ass kicked. You will pay to see him get his ass kicked. It's
I knew that
brilliant.
was coming. He was taking too long. And I knew Roman wasn't too far behind.
See,
Damn.
you see, I called it, man. They the only thing is they're not throwing the match out. Haven't heard a bill.
Seen that earlier tonight with Bronson Reed and
And so technically, that match is still going on.
who they chanting? They were chanting CM Punk. Were they really?
They were, yep, they were chanting CM Punk. Oh, that was a nice spear.
Counterfeit Bucks sign right there. It'd be funny if CM Punk did come out. I don't know what
Yeah.
he'd do. He should have been on the night show. He should have done something tonight. Uh-oh, took the butt off again.
Uh-oh. I saw that coming. Saw that coming.
Roman don't have a belt. Well, he does, but he has to use the final boss's belt. He doesn't have the privilege of using his own belt. Ooh.
Well, Seth is taking one for the team, man. There's no way in hell I'll be getting hit with a belt with no shirt on at that.
Man. Oh, taking off his shirt now. He's really fixing to hurt now.
Yeah, they're pushing up the violence now.
Shit. Damn.
Until the old man's not around anymore. It's not like Cody hasn't been through that before.
Yeah, last Monday he got a taste of this.
Man, The Rock is beating the shit out of him with that belt, though. That is crazy. Nah, ain't no way in hell I'm taking those bumps, taking those licks. No way. Couldn't pay me enough. Look at Seth's back though. It's starting to wilt up. That's crazy. Oh man, that just looks painful.
What the tuna melter? That fan's got a lot of signs, controversial signs.
For the sake of their livelihoods. For the sake
Oh man.
Bloodlines
They need to
fans.
start bringing video game signs. That's what they need to start doing. Bring video game signs.
Yeah, John Cena used to have one of those. He hit Cody again. That's the thing. It all ends with the bloodline standing tall.
So I think it's safe to say that Seth probably isn't going to turn. Oh damn! That
He
was a
could
cheap
still.
shot by The Rock.
He could still turn, but if he does, it's kind of stupid because
I mean, they literally beat the hell out of him with Cody. So I don't know.
he's going to look pretty bad if he turns. He got his ass kicked.
You can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, that was a pretty good Raw. I feel like last
Yeah.
week's Raw was a little bit better. I feel like tonight was missing. Like they needed a few more marquee matches. Like last week, they had multiple really good matches. Like they had Ricochet and JD McDuggan. They had Sami Zayn, and we had the same match tonight. But I
Yeah.
feel like last week we had more of good wrestling and promos. Tonight, we had. I feel like the best match was that Ricochet and Ivar match. That was the best match tonight. I felt like.
That was a great match. Yep.
Promo wise, I guess it'd be the Rock and Roman when they started out the show. Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed was a pretty good match. I mean, there wasn't no winner, but the overall match was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good show. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.9 out of 10.
That's pretty fair. You know, that's pretty fair though. I was gonna say myself 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah, 7.9 for me. It was a pretty good Raw before Mania.
Yeah.
They did everything they needed to do with those big feuds, especially with the Rock and Roman and Cody and Rollins. They did exactly what they needed to do to continue that.
Mhm.
Sami Zayn, they did what they needed. Like every story on Raw, besides Rollins, and they did a little bit of McIntyre and Rollins tonight, but
Yeah.
every major feud they did what they needed to do. But we have one more show before WrestleMania, and that's SmackDown, main roster wise. I don't think The Rock and Roman's supposed to be on there. They could be though, but majority of the Raw appearances is on SmackDown. He's made a few Raw appearances like tonight, and then the time that he called out Roman, they had the table line thing. But SmackDown will probably continue Styles and LA Knight and Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and
Yeah.
more of those feuds probably. Bailey and Io Sky. But yeah, that was pretty good. We'll be back. So next Monday is the Raw after Mania. So we'll
Yep.
probably do next Monday for sure, because normally the Raw after Manias are really, really good. I don't know, maybe CM Punk will be there. You never know who's going to appear on the Raw after Mania. So we'll be back next Monday. And definitely look on, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe and turn on the notifications bell. I definitely plan on doing a lot more content on this channel. Like I said, WWE 2K24 content, doing some SmackDown live reactions, and anything you guys like to see. So
Yeah.
definitely leave in the comments, or if you're not watching this video live, you can still make a comment in the actual comment section. It just won't be live, but we can still see it. So even if you're not live commenting on this, definitely still do it anyways, so we can still see your guys' recommendations of what you guys like to see. Well, we will be doing those two things: WWE 2K24 and more SmackDown live reactions.
Great.
Yeah, and if you're new here and you don't know about our All Elite Zone channel, definitely go check out that channel. The All Elite Zone, we do weekly AEW live reactions. We have talk shows with interviews, all sorts of that stuff on there. So definitely go check out the All Elite Zone. But as far as the Wide World of Wrestling podcast, we will see you guys next Monday for the Raw After Mania.
Peace.